is now time for the Real Now Show with the Peoples Baby Momma. Here we go. And 2, 1, go.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Deja Monique, a.k.a. the Peoples Baby Momma. And guess what? It's my day.
Hey.
Hercules.
I'm in the big chair today. I'm touching all the Speedy shit. So I just want y'all to know I'm fucking up all his stuff. He got everything up here. He got mints. He got these damn Family Feud cards that we fucking hate.
He got paper clips.
I thought I was the ondd one that hated them damn cards.
All these fucking, but I don't even know what the fuck this shit does. This shit, he got shit that light up and make noise over here. Look at this. Look at this. This is bomb. Speedy guys, I'm so happy to be here with y'all today. I hope y'all are so happy to be here with me. Today is a very special day.
Yes, it is.
Oh, shit. Tracy.
Shit, you almost popped it already.
I know, damn. I almost blew up the whole studio.
And I blew up everybody's eardrums.
I know. So today, we are doing something very special.
Yes, we
I know
are.
It's the moment we have all been waiting for. Y'all at home, in the chat, the viewers, the listeners. Y'all don't know yet, but we're going to find out today. I'm showing y'all what is the baby going to be. So y'all in the chat room, get y'all guesses together. Get y'all guesses together. At the end of the show, I'm going to be giving out y'all some links. And I'm going to be doing a raffle, too.
Yeah,
so
let's do a raffle, yeah.
We're going to be doing some giveaways.
I like gifts. Can I
You
play?
know? You already here, Tracy.
Damn.
You can't play. But we do have some special guests in the building. Number one, we got my main man, Nick, at the marble table.
Shalom to the people.
Shout out to the people. Got my main man, Nick, holding me down. But also in the building today, we have the fabulous, the wonderful, the hilarious Miss Tracy Buckner.
Yes.
Woo, 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 woo.
She's gonna
She
be
is
here.
hilarious, y'all.
She's going to be here. She's going to be telling us all about what she has going on. But not only that, my heart, my love is here. My boss. the man who helped me out through a lot of stuff is here. The man, the legend, the media mogul, Ilya Daly is in the building.
Hey.
Woo!
Hey, thank you.
He's going to be telling us all about his business. So if you have a business, you got a small business, you want to get some business started, we're going to be helping y'all out today. So
Yeah, black men
we
in
got
media,
you.
we need that.
Exactly. Black businesses, small business, whatever you got, we're going to hit them up. AskIlya.com, just so y'all can know ahead of time. But we're going to jump right into it. So, Tracy, you want to introduce yourself? Tell the people what you got going on.
What's up, y'all? I hope you guys are having a fantabulous Taco Tuesday. And yes, y'all better eat tacos because then I will curse you. No, I'm
It's
just kidding.
Taco About It Tuesday.
Right. It's all about that. You got to get the salsa, I'm lactose intolerant, but y'all can have sour cream and cheese. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Meat and veggies, baby.
That's
Wait,
right.
are you from Los Angeles?
No,
You're not
I'm
from
from
Los
the
Angeles.
Pimp State, baby, where we start
we know what
revolutions
that-
as
we know
Prince.
what that
I'm
is.
from Minnesota, baby.
Oh, I
That's
thought
how
you
we
were
get
talking
down.
about
I'm from GV, Golden Valley, representing.
I thought she talking about Oakland, talking about Minnesota.
Right.
What the hell?
where we hold it down. Like, oh, okay.
Hold it down, we Minnesotans.
From the East Coast.
It was real tough. And I thought she was going to say some real gangster, like Arkansas or something. She said
Who said
Minnesota.
Arkansas.
Minnesota. Do they have good tacos in Minnesota?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I will say the food is good in Minnesota, but I mean,
What kind of
you
food
come
do they
to,
have in
That's
Minnesota?
what I was going to say.
Carrots.
you know what? There's some places that I have to go to, and I don't talk to my friends till I get at least one of them started. So every time I go to town, I always get Broadway pizza. Shout out to Broadway Pizza for being a part of my life.
Okay,
Let's
Broadway
look this up.
pizza.
Yes, it's a very
We got
thin
Google now,
crust.
so we don't have to believe.
No, it's a thin crust, and they make their homemade sausage, and it's that Chicago style sausage, and that thick like tomato pasty kind of like sauce. I'm a foodie, y'all. Don't let me get y'all mouth watering. But the cheese is like a good thick mozzarella. I mean, it's just bomb. So I always got to get some Broadway pizza, and then I go get to African Deli, which I hope they open because I heard that during the last riots, it got burned down or something happened. I don't know, but I'm praying they're okay. But African Deli, shout out. I always get my collard greens and.
I'm not mad at this pizza though.
It's
Right.
good. I'm telling you,
Oh,
Broadway
it does
pizza's
look good.
bomb.
I'm not mad at this.
That's
pizza.
why I keep my thickness, y'all. I ain't trying to be Hollywood, baby.
does look
I'm
good.
all about my thickness.
Okay.
Oh, okay, because you wasn't. You,
Look, Dijon over there like,
yeah, because she wasn't selling me. I was like thin crust, thick
Wanna lick the
paste.
screen,
I don't know.
No, it's like a thick, good. It's. I mean, the sauce has like flavor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It
And I
looks,
don't-
now that I can see it, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm
Right.
here for the Broadway pizza.
Right, I mean
Yeah.
it's delicious, y'all. And then the African deli with the African food you put over rice and it's all oily and
what is
stuff.
African food?
Well,
It's
I
not
mean, it's
racist?
called African deli, but they have like it's like Liberian, I think Nigerian fusion and some stuff. But
I love African food.
do you like
I
the
do.
collard greens, the greens with the
Oh,
oh, was
snap.
somebody calling about African deli?
Yeah, see, they messed
Or
up.
Broadway pizza.
Oh,
What's up,
snap.
caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Vern.
They have that kind of pizza here in Chicago. So Minnesota ain't too far from Chicago. So
You know about Broadway pizza?
I don't think they call it Broadway pizza here, but if they probably do. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah,
had
it's a
it, but
Chicago style
good.
pizza. It's a
Vern.
Chicago style pizza.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. No. It's I mean, Chicago and Minnesota is only 6 hours away. So you got, that. Yeah. I mean, look, Minnesota's a mini Chicago. Don't get it twisted, y'all. A lot of people from Chicago move to Minnesota.
What you think,
Yeah,
Vern?
but they stupid because it's cold in the motherfucking Minnesota.
Ain't it cold in the motherfucker in Chicago, Vern?
That's what I
Wait a
heard.
minute. Hold on.
You
Let me-
call it
let
the
me-
Windy
let me
City.
explain
I'm telling
something
you.
to you. Let me explain something to you. The cold in Minnesota is like. It's colder in Minnesota than it is in Chicago, but it's about neck and neck. You don't want to you don't want to wear no punk ass gear when you go to Minnesota.
That's right.
You want your triple goose, like I keep telling everybody, the triple goose down coat.
Not the triple
I've
goose.
never even tried on a
No,
triple-
I
never
have a
even
coat that
heard
goes
of
down
a
to my
triple-
feet. And it was a
triple
triple
goose
goose.
down.
And I always called it my pimp coat because it was like a big trench, like triple goose.
Is
What
that-
makes
is
it
that why
triple?
that's why we
Motherfucking
say
cold
West Coast is the best coast.
I'm
because,
telling
you.
you.
Know what I mean,
Listen,
y'all
you
got
guys
a
have
hell
water
of a
bugs,
winter and
okay?
y'all got a hell of a summer.
No.
You
I
know
don't
guys
even
have
know
water
what a
bugs.
triple
When do
goose
y'all
down
even come
is.
outside?
It get hot in Chicago, but I think it's a little. I think we about the same when the summer, but in the winter, shit, don't
Yeah,
play
Vern, we don't
around.
have no winter. I didn't realize I didn't own any winter clothes until I started traveling outside of California.
Oh, my God.
And I wore my jackets that I wore in California.
Oh, my God.
Nigga,
No.
Nigga, the wind went right through that shit.
No.
Yeah.
The cold piece about California, I always say this: it ain't a state, it's a country. Because you can go to
Facts.
the Bay Area and freeze to death.
Facts.
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
We get all the climates in
we
one
have,
state.
That is-
I
that is
call
true.
it. We have two different kinds of homeless. and y'all may laugh,
Vern.
but I'm gonna explain myself.
hilarious, Vern.
There's the homeless that live downtown, and downtown Chicago in the winter ain't nobody's joke.
You have
That
this, I didn't know
wind whips
that.
through that motherfucker like nothing.
Yeah,
And I
people
don't know
die
how
out
they
there,
could-
right? In the wintertime if you're homeless.
See, but the
Yeah,
homeless
yeah,
in
yeah.
Minnesota, they do that by choice because Minnesota is one of those places that help you. So they're like, "Are you guys in the street? Well, I want to do this by choice, and I want to live with my dogs. Okay, but are you sure? We'll come back next week to see if you're okay." I mean, I'm serious. They help there. Believe it or
I
not.
would imagine it's too damn cold to be homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
it
could you
is.
be
It's
homeless
too
there?
cold.
Y'all was talking about what was
That's
that
cruelty.
last week about homeless in LA? They could be outside just checking it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24/7.
At the
Everything.
beach.
Exactly. Living their best life. You wouldn't know if they homeless or
Yeah,
not.
they
Some
over
people
there
just
by
want
the
to be
restaurant
homeless
and the
out here.
beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Some
Right.
people come out here and be
Exactly.
like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a trailer, nigga," and
Just
Well,
post
some
up.
people were bussed here from other states. Like
Of
people were
course.
giving them
Of course.
tickets
I'm
to come.
gonna ask y'all this question. Y'all probably gonna start cracking up. Did y'all see that
Impossible.
homeless episode of South Park?
a homeless episode.
No, but
No,
since you
Vern,
said it,
fill
I
us
should.
in.
Oh my God, y'all have to see that episode of South Park because it first starts off where it's a couple of people and all they doing is asking for change. And then don't nobody give them change, and then when you give them change, it seems like more and more of them keep coming.
I know exactly what he's
That's
talking
hilarious.
about. That is fucking hilarious.
That
bro.
is hilarious.
Oh my God! And then it got to the point where you couldn't tell the homeless people from the people with homes. Oh my God! It was fucking hysterical. Then they started. Then they bust them from Colorado to L.A. and that shit was. You just have to see the episode. It's
Hey,
fucking.
Vern.
That's how it is, Vern. You can't tell the homeless people from the regular people
That's
here
fucked
sometimes.
Vern is what is it, South Park?
Yeah, because
South
they all
Park,
live
yeah.
on
Is
people's
that still
couches.
on? Is South Park still on?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
It's still on. Wow, they're
Yeah,
still
that's
writing
like
new
it's gonna be like
episodes?
20-something seasons.
Interesting.
Wow, that's
But-
incredible.
They're like Simpsons. They keep going.
That's incredible in this climate that they're still able to keep that show going.
Because
That's-
people
Shit.
don't pay them no. Cause people were up in arms when they first came out, but then people they gonna do what the fuck they gonna do, and no, they don't care. So they was like,
Yeah,
you
that's a
know
good
what?
point.
We just not gonna pay y'all no attention. We know it's funny. Y'all done made fun of everybody.
That is true.
And they keep making fun of
All
everybody.
right, Vern,
too.
let us introduce the rest of the guests.
All right, y'all.
Thanks, man. That's my guy, Vernon. Shout out to Chicago.
Shout out
Hey,
to shout out to
Chi-Town,
Vern.
Midwest. No, there we go. I had to put in my own. I'm standing alone here.
That is true.
Well, thank you for being here with us, Tracy. We appreciate you
The
today.
Raiders can leave Oakland, anything can happen, right?
Don't tell me. Don't remind me.
That's a fact.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, well,
Okay, Ilya,
Yeah.
you ready to come step up?
What you want me to do for you? What you need? What you need?
Don't be asking me no questions,
I was
Ilya.
dropping jewels earlier, so what you need? What you need? I'm here.
Tell us about you. Tell us about what you do and everything that you are. Your greatness. The show only a few hours long, so
Yeah,
you do so much.
Primarily, I'm going to do a little shout out for a new radio station, Tavis Smiley.
Yes.
It's going to be launching, which is the new KBLA.
Yes.
AM Talk, which is the old K-Day, so 1580. So progressive talk, things unapologetically spoken. It's going to be a really, really exciting thing for the Los Angeles market. So
Real talk radio.
real talk
Keep going, keep
radio,
going.
people get to say what they want to say finally.
Yes.
And in a more intelligent way. And you're dealing with Tavis, it might be something we can kind of start bridging some of these gaps and starting closing some of these social ills that we're dealing with in our community.
Right.
But other than that, I'm a media agency. I've been in media marketing for 27 years. I've worked for Google. I've worked in the wireless industry. I've worked on a lot of aspects of major companies, Fortune 500s, and been in radio for quite some time, radio, TV, and radio. We talked earlier, my accolade to talking about your boy Eddie Murphy is that I was in Harlem Nights. It's in a different world back in those days. So I've been in LA for quite some time, kind of understand the marketplace. But my focus is consumer behavior, learning how consumers behave, and then being able to kind of mirror that so that it could be, a return in anybody's investment in regards to what they're trying to do in media. So if it's TV, radio, podcasting, I've kind of found my niche, created a great name for myself. In regards to just helping people kind of move the needle in their business. So.
Yes. And I'm so grateful I've been able to be a part of that myself. Yes, Ilya has helped me in my businesses. And now he's helped me so much in my businesses. I done been able to come back full circle and work with Ilya again on Ask Ilya. So it's great. It's a family thing, and we love it.
Yeah,
I love Ilya.
mean, the thing is, what's different about me is that I know people don't work on a grand budget. So when you don't work on a grand budget, I try to use incremental steps. It's just like even if you put it in perspective of the fitness person is going to say, okay, come 3 days a week and we're going to work on your legs, your arms, yada, yada, yada. So once we get the need analysis, we know what your needs are. Then we take incremental steps to make sure you get to where you're going. So it's not like a media agency say, hey, you need $100,000 in order to do business, and we got this this glamorous plan. We kind of really thread you together and work together, because when you look at small businesses that are on Instagram, they're not really businesses. You know what I'm saying? They don't have logos. They don't have slogans. They don't have, a lot of things. They're selling candles and T-shirts, and they're hobbies, more or less. So to kind of change that whole animal into a real business is really understand how businesses work. So that's what I'm out here to do, is kind of educate us, because I've been in the Anglo world, white America, for quite some time, learning how they do things, and not saying that we need to implicate those ways, but it's consumer behavior. So if you was to go to Chipotle or whatever, right? Chipotle,
whatever,
and they give you that coupon saying, hey, come back or do a survey, and
get a free burrito,
think
whatever.
about the guy who's selling, the woman who's selling the candles. If you bought 3 candles and then you get the third candle at 20%, sign up for a membership, subscribe, things of those nature, we don't do with us, but we do with others. You know what I'm saying? So we can use those same type of antics to be able to help grow our own businesses within our own community.
Yes.
Right.
Because
what I'm
hoodies,
talking about.
they $60. You go to your website, is it drop shipped? Is it Amazon? How am I getting it? And then when it's gonna come, and then all that. Now if I bought 2 and then my cousin wanted one and he lived in in Memphis. How does that work?
Right.
So how do we create those cross-merchandising opportunities with discounts and values that where people now is knowing that, hey, I could go to Hollister and they're going to give me rewards. Now I can go to John Doe merch and he going to give me something back, because really at the end of the day, for a consumer to understand consumer behavior, it's all what's in it for them. So if you don't have nothing in it for them, then you might just sell one hoodie, you might sell one shirt, and that's it.
That's
so
right.
That's not returning business.
No,
So.
we want to make business happen. So if y'all got businesses out there, y'all have a question for Ilya, please call in
Yes.
818-914-40.
No, I'm just turning the value back.
Oh, see, Nick,
Everybody gets excited when I turn the, they're like, oh shit, no.
Nick. He's trying to play me today.
Somebody had just called though, so whoever just call right back.
Yeah, 818-914-4087. Make sure y'all call in, get all y'all business tips. Today is the day. Today is that day for y'all business. So if you are listening to this show and you like, I got a question, I want to start a business, I'm thinking about it, well, think no more. Today is that day, because once Ilya leave out this building, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to run them dollars.
better pay attention.
So you better, exactly. So you better pay attention and get your call
again,
in.
a brother trying
Shut
to
them
work
down.
with the neighborhood. So if you go
They
to
ain't gonna
any
make you pay a
media
lot.
marketing agency and you want to consult with them, because I have consultants that are in the business and they like, dude, what are you doing? Like people will pay for your service and pay for your knowledge, and I get that, but I'm not here to gouge anybody. People pay up to $5,000-$10,000 for consulting fee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm $125 an hour, and I work with you for 90 days.
Yeah.
So.
You ain't gonna find that nowhere else.
Yeah, and you've been through the 120-day plan.
I've been through it.
So
I've
you
been
kinda
through
know.
it.
So you know how it works.
Yeah, I know how it works. And it works. It works. It works. So know that. All right. So once again, today, later on in the show, we will be announcing what I'm having. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And also the raffles, the giveaways. We got a lot of stuff going on. But first, I want to ask y'all about these Oscars. What did y'all think about the Oscars? Did y'all watch the Oscars, first and foremost?
I got a snippet of it, but I paid attention who won. That's all that matters.
Is it, huh? So what did y'all think about the Chadwick Boseman didn't win situation?
What was he nominated for?
He was nominated for his role
Ma Rainey.
in Ma Rainey with, what's her name?
That was a good movie, actually. And he did a really good job in there.
Phenomenal.
I mean, but I don't know. What's the criteria to win an Oscar?
Listen, he was nominated, but he didn't win.
I don't know what the criteria is to win.
Look, I'm going to say this about
The
Chadwick.
criteria
Anyone
is a voting
who-
process.
Huh?
It's a voting process, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the
Well,
people on the board vote.
I actually have some inside information on how you actually win an Oscar.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. He gonna ask us
What's
if he
the
got
secret?
the inside news.
What's the secret?
I'm not gonna say the secret, but the unwritten truth is you actually have to kiss a lot of ass to win an Oscar. So when you're nominated, that just starts the process of you kissing ass.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to go to all they parties, all they functions, go kiss all the babies.
Anthony Hopkins don't go to no parties. He's too old.
That's what you think. Shake all the hands. If you don't, you're not winning an Oscar. That's just how it works. You have
So
to play
it's
by the rules.
relationship driven.
It's always relationship driven. You will even hear some people, even if they do a really great film, they'll come out and say, well, I didn't get a chance to, go to the parties or mingle with the right people, so they know they're not going to win.
Right.
That's just the name of the game.
Well, if he
Wow.
wasn't going to win, don't you think he should have gotten an award for the fact that he did all those films
Before he died,
before he died
Hell
and he
no.
was sick?
No, you shouldn't get no award for that. We don't
he could have just gave him.
we don't give out participation trophies. No, nigga, you get the
They could have
job.
just gave
It's not
him like
participation, but that was some real
Get the
like.
job done.
That's a person that just does not.
He
give
couldn't
up.
go to the. Okay, how
What
was
about
he gonna
Brandon
go
Lee?
to the
What
party?
about Brandon Lee?
What about Brandon Lee?
Brandon Lee got killed on set. Nobody
Oh,
saying
my
nothing about
God.
Brandon Lee.
And he know karate.
You feel me? And
he
Yeah,
know
but-
karate.
he did the crow.
You're right, and I
He
agree
did
with
the
you.
crow.
He did a great job, but this is
Come on, man.
this is the real. It was a different time then. Now,
It was a different
because
time.
Brandon Lee
Why,
was
'cause he
was he
Asian?
half
'Cause
Asian,
he Asian.
right? I mean, I would give it to him, but I'm just saying during that time, it just.
Right.
I mean, we're
Tiger
opening
Woods was
doors,
still in around that time. We was
That's hilarious.
and they still
Tiger
gave him a hard
Woods.
That's
time.
hilarious.
They gave Tiger Woods. He's
funny
going
as
through
shit.
some things.
Shout out to
Right,
Tiger
that's
Woods,
true.
No, I'm
man.
serious. He's going through, like, you can sit here and play a role and pretend like this ain't happening into your life. I don't care how successful you are. You have to accept what's your surrounding.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't accept it and you're sitting there trying to be in denial to please other people and all this other stuff. Okay. Hey.
Come on. Come on.
Hand it over. Hand it over.
I'm reaching my phone out. That's what the noises are.
I know them noises.
But you know what I mean? It was a different time then. Now they're giving opportunities that they weren't really given for.
I just don't believe in participation trophies.
You know what? But to the respect of what you're saying, how was Chadwick Boseman supposed to go to the parties and shake hands?
But what about the people who did?
But I mean, but just look at it though. Look at what.
How was he supposed to go? His spirit was supposed to go and visit him in a dream.
Okay, movie.
It was an okay.
It was
movie.
not an okay movie. My rating was a great movie. It was a good
okay
movie.
It was not a great movie. It was a good movie.
And if you think about it, I'm gonna tell you how such an okay movie it was. Let's go look at the Godzilla movie, the Kong movie that got out right now, and look how they emulated that same thing that they did. The future and the different worlds blending in together. Whoever seen King Kong in space? I mean, you know, like, it's crazy.
Right.
But that's why it's an okay movie. If it was such a grand movie, it's nothing you could duplicate.
Ooh, who saw the movie that Anthony Hopkins was in?
I saw part of it.
What was it called?
Exactly.
The Father.
But it came out
No,
like
not The
2017. We ain't been in the movies in
Exactly.
so long.
Then that's my point. Like nobody even I didn't even
How did
know
they
that
even
it was.
have an Oscars? But to go back to to Jamie Foxx, well put together situation for him because all what he was given and what he's been through, I think that was well deserving.
Anthony Hopkins wasn't even there.
That was look.
Anthony Hopkins
That was a
82 though.
story that they've never really
83?
tapped into, and it was a wake up call for people about souls.
And look at the timing too, like right during COVID. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Jeez,
like,
man, that was a
Jamie
look,
Foxx is smart.
the timing, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of politics that go involved. You
Well,
know?
he's
think
smart.
about how he started his TV show. That's embarrassing. Remember, he launched it to my brother's point about tying everything in with marketing. So this is some of the marketing that we don't really tie in together and see how it works. Which is, so you have, remember he did the Jeffersons remake.
The live version.
Right. So that got everybody, as a marketing technique, got everybody back into customized seeing him
On
on
TV.
doing a TV show. Because it's hard for a film star to go back into television. Nobody's ever,
I would say it's unheard of.
no one's ever done that.
Yeah.
No one's ever done, one Oscar they
and
film
I
and then
respect that.
right, and then go back because it's a hard thing to do. So that was a way to kind of bridge the two, remind people him being on sitcoms, and then off of that you're able to launch Dad Stop Embarrassing Me. That one show on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Shout out to everybody on
Shout
that
out.
Got to get it done, man.
show. Gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. I
I had
Chadwick
CMOS.
should've
I'm
won.
coughing. I'm sorry.
Who should have
y'all.
won an Oscar though, besides Chadwick?
The girl who played the American versus what's her name?
Oh, who are you talking about?
The other black girl, the light skinned girl who showed her boobs in the
Oh,
movie.
Billie
Holiday.
Holiday.
Billie Holiday
Man,
got
she
snubbed.
should have won.
She got snubbed too.
I'm really upset about that. That
movie are
movie
you
was
talking about?
so like the way she,
Billie Holiday.
the Billie Holiday
Billie
story.
Holiday
You didn't
movie.
see it?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Lord, she killed this part. I was like, I guess I
me get
didn't
the name
realize
of it.
Billie Holiday was like that.
Billie
I
Holiday
sure
was
didn't.
a bomb. She was just on hair run. You know what I'm saying? But
I
she
didn't
was
know
bomb.
that.
Billie Holiday. I guess because my mother used to listen to her back in the day. So when I was little, I used to listen to her and what was the other lady?
I listened to Billie, but I didn't know that this was.
Yeah, I didn't know that was how she.
I didn't know that she was like the kind of,
Risque.
huh?
Risque.
Yeah, but more of her background that kind of developed
Yeah.
who she was. Like she went through hell as a kid.
But if you look at everybody's story, that's the whole key is that everybody got to go through something before they get to something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when I used to teach basketball for kids, you got to go somewhere else before you go where you really want to go.
Right.
Sometimes, So if you think about everybody's story, they go through hella shit that we don't know about.
Yeah,
It
that's
got to be an unsung or something like that come out. Then we realize, oh damn, I didn't know his mama was a prostitute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He grew up in no shoes or whatever. I mean, but we know the end story. Like, we just know what the media gives us to see. But if you look at everybody, and athletes, Muhammad Ali's, everybody been through something crazy.
Well,
Bananas.
you're right. But when I look at photos of Billie, I see like
glamour.
a glamour. I
Yeah.
see. You're right. I see like just perfection in the sense of like she doesn't. I mean, of course, you know, during that time as a black woman, she went through some things, but just I didn't know she was a heroin addict. I didn't know she was raped, molested. I didn't know any of the like. You can't see it.
She
from,
was in a
she
brothel.
Had that
She was raised in a
look
brothel.
Huh?
She was raised in a brothel.
Yes, like Richard Pryor.
I didn't know that either.
You didn't know Richard Pryor?
Well, I know.
Oh, no, that he was
Tracy.
raised in a brothel.
No,
His grandmother.
I didn't know.
Yes, his
Didn't know that.
grandmother.
I was today years old.
Hilarious.
Huh?
I didn't know that either.
If you look at the scene in Harlem Nights where the little boy is knocking on the door, that's a part of his life.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's part of. Yeah, he grew up in a brothel.
Wow.
Yeah, he went through a lot. Like Richard Pryor, bless his heart. Like it's. Ooh, I mean, I'm telling you, the way she played this movie. Oh my God.
It is a
I
good
thought
movie,
most
Nick.
people knew that she was because she died, you know, from.
I guess I
heroin
didn't pay
overdose.
attention to it.
She died from a heroin overdose?
Mm-hmm.
That's not how they portrayed it in the movie.
Well, of course they wouldn't do that, but
She died of a heroin overdose.
Yeah, they had her dying in a
That makes me
hospital.
so
like,
sad.
yeah.
I mean, would you want your legacy to know that? Probably not.
I guess I didn't
mean, it would've
realize
been a
that
fucking
heroin was
good
around
ending.
that long.
Like, yeah,
Heroin's
That'd have been
one
a
of those drugs.
that'd have been a bomb ending.
I know opium.
Like, oh, dramatic.
I've heard about opium, but I guess I didn't realize heroin's been around that long.
Yeah. For me, it was like I didn't know that the government was targeting her so hard over just one song.
Oh.
You got to look at the Ray Charles story. You know what I'm saying? To also get a feel of like how that was kind of interacting in our community at that time, because he had the same issues. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my parents used to play Strange Fruit a lot. My dad was a jazz musician. And so I grew up listening to all of this stuff. So they didn't really always tell me the dark side of what a lot of people went through.
Why not?
Like
Why did
too
not?
deep. I was too young. My dad passed when I was 9. Rest in peace, Daddy. But that's probably why. But I grew up with all these, listening to all the jazz legends and things like that. So Bill, man, I'm sorry. I know she got her Golden Globe, and I was like, yes, she's gonna get the Oscar. Y'all, come on, y'all. You know she deserved that.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was a good movie.
She killed it.
She killed it.
Lee Daniels. Shout out to Lee Daniels.
Yeah, shout out to Lee Daniels.
That was a
for
that
one.
was a Lee
good.
Daniel film.
She showed her tits and all that. I think when Halle Berry showed her boobs, she got some awards or something. So,
She
I
did,
just
but the
feel
way
like-
that Billy did it, I think it was just.
don't know.
I think
How you feel about when she had sex with the white dude?
I do not. Some say this nice and loud. I do not support
Man, that's when
that kind of nonsense at all.
That's when she lost me right there.
I tap out
Yeah,
immediately. I
Little
turn
P.
shit
Diddy.
off when I see
Yeah.
that shit. I be like,
Monster Ball, what is it called? Monster Ball?
Monsters Ball.
yeah.
nope, ain't watching it.
She's a rap.
On top. She never really bounced back after that.
She's a rap.
Well,
she never really bounced back.
I'm
after
gonna
that.
tell you
do
this:
that,
don't be
man.
hard on Halle
Well, she
because
went the other way, though. So you got to remember her audience went to 007, more international movies, stuff. So,
she did Catwoman.
so
That was
horrible.
after that.
that
Yeah.
was not a good movie.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it was
horrible.
all right.
But she looked good.
Yeah, she
Halle
did.
killed it. And hey, shout out to Halle. She got a new man, Van Elder. You know you love that song that he had. Down Here in Hell with You.
Who is
Oh,
Down Here in Hell.
She dating him?
She
Who is
is
Van-
in
what's-
love with that man, and he look cute. And she's
Ooh.
all like,
What's this guy's
just
name?
get it.
Van
I'm like, get it,
Elder.
Halle. She's a Leo, so we lions together. I love Halle. Y'all can't say nothing about Halle.
She had a baby with a white man, so she went to the other side.
Well, I
Well,
mean, somebody knocked her
Monsters
ear
Ball.
out. She can't hear in one ear. Who
Oh,
did
the
that?
guy,
That's
the
a
singer
whole-
guy
You gonna
with
hate
the
every
sandals.
black man? Just
No,
because
she
of
dated
him?
other black men after
Snipes,
that.
Wesley Snipes.
Was it
No, it was
Wesley?
no, it was the singer guy with the
I don't think it
sandals.
was Wesley.
Maxwell, no, not
I
Maxwell.
I think they were blaming
She
Wesley.
said with the sandals. You talking about Eric Benet? It was
Eric
not
Benet.
No, Eric
Benet
Benet did
did
not
it.
beat up
No,
Halle
Eric
Berry.
Benet he was trying to do the nasty too much, and she couldn't handle it.
What?
That's why Halle was
Oh,
single so
sexual-
long.
He had a sex addiction.
He had a sex
That is not a
addiction,
sex
and
addiction.
She was like, baby, I'm raw. Stop it. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
what man?
Do
Think
you know
about this.
I had to go to the doctor because I thought you gave me something, but instead I found out it's because we was doing it too much?
Wow.
Think about this. If you Eric Benet, right? You not the top echelon of R&B singers, first of all.
No.
And you managed
no.
to bag Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Slow
Nigga,
down. Nigga, go
no,
get you some shit.
I feel this nigga. I wouldn't sleep either, nigga. I'd gas out. Nigga. Like, this shit might not last, nigga. Nigga, shit.
You gonna max out to the
I'm gonna
end.
burn them tires out.
Oh
nigga.
my God.
I'd rather her be like, yo, I gotta get the fuck away from this
This
nigga.
nigga
than-
burn the brakes off.
Right. Right.
So
Just running tires ball.
When I heard it, everybody was like, "Oh, that's." I said, "No, I understand this nigga because he never thought he was gonna land that shit. And you come up, the Lord bless you.
What?
You got to run that shit
That
out.
theory.
You got to run it out.
That
man.
theory is
I love
crazy.
Hallie. I
understand.
love
Shout out to
Hallie.
Eric Benet.
Halle Berry, I'm your
feel you,
Leo
my nigga.
sister. If you happen to be watching it with the 2 viewers, oh, I went down to 1. 1 viewer I got. This is my first time doing live. I didn't know.
Oh, well, you're fine. It'll save on your Instagram. They can go back and
No,
watch
it's
it later.
okay. I'm not taking it personal because I'm having a great time.
There you go.
Whether y'all here or not, I'm having a good time. But Hallie, if you somehow see me in this,
Tell
just
Eric
know I'm
Benet
your
what's
Leah
up.
sister. Eric, you messed up. I still
No.
like you. I think you're a good dude for
He
taking
said, "Tell
accountability.
Eric I said, what's up?
That's
Took
my guy.
accountability.
Shout out to Eric. That's my
Caller,
guy.
what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hit her in the Gucci flip flops.
Like everybody else.
What's up,
You
Vern?
have to sit back and look at every relationship she's been in. If you look at it,
We don't really know
everybody,
every
every dude she's been with, she claimed that they cheated on her. Now,
Mm.
why the fuck would you cheat on Halle Berry unless something is really wrong with her?
Vernon,
I believe she-
don't bleed the hype, nigga.
The
Everybody
same
cheated.
reason
head-
that
the
Jay-Z
head- the
cheated
head
on
ga-
Beyonce.
The head game got off.
What I believe is that when you're that attractive, you have issues. She
I
has,
think-
she has to have issues.
Most
Vernon, I don't
light-skinned women
think
do.
I don't think no woman is that attractive though. I feel like men. Like I said, if you Eric Benet, you probably never thought you would get Halle Berry, right? So you fuck around
That's
and get
true.
Halle Berry. Now, after you get Halle, you probably done seen some women that niggas probably can't even dream of seeing. So now he out there just, testing all the
I mean, but I'm
waters,
sure
nigga.
it's some other women that's not Halle Berry, but they're on Halle
that's what I'm
Berry
saying.
level.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
put a chip on the shoulder.
Of course.
And said, if I got the highest of the highest, of the
Nigga, I wore Halle
light-skinners,
Berry out.
Of the
nigga.
light-skinners.
the light-skinners,
The light-skinners.
the pretty-haired light-skinners, But we all know the light-skinners are retarded anyway.
He
You
said,
know what I'm saying?
he
We
said
already know.
hey, now listen.
We
Now
already
listen.
know that.
I normally
Y'all
don't.
got some screws.
Vern,
loose.
call right back.
Light-skinned men.
Yeah,
They
light-skinned
got
people.
problems.
I normally don't go down this road, but I'm agree
And
with
I'm
my
even
brother
saying
on this
golden a
subject.
little bit over the paper bag
Somebody
test. They
told them
still
they
light
was
skin.
cute way too when they was young. Or something happened.
I think it's a complex, man. I
Yeah.
think it's
Or
something-
some real dark-skinned
I
girl
stopped
beat
dating
her up.
light skinned men.
Some dark skin. Some chocolate
Stop.
bitch.
You gotta be caramel or
Some
more.
chocolate bitch pulled her hair and told her she wasn't that cute.
He said light skinned.
Nigga said she got beat up by a dark skinned girl and never been the same.
And then she hooked up with Eric Benet.
Then she got to go to Eric Benet with his linen and sandals. God damn.
That nigga wore her out. Hey, that's in them sandals, man.
In them sandals, though. In the Jesus slippers.
She got a $20 million contract to do a movie and couldn't leave the house.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Eric
Where that
Benet.
Negro at?
nigga.
He
That's,
had
Where
her
that
tied up
Negro
to
with
the
the
bed.
sandals at?
that's how you get a divorce, nigga. That's how you scare.
Tie the bitch to the bed like I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
man.
not only that, it's probably a lot of them like, nah, Eric, I'm cool.
I'm cool,
I'm
nigga.
cool. We can date, but nigga, I'm cool.
Right,
Yeah, but there was
I
girls
know
like,
about
wait,
you.
you married to Halle Berry? I want to sleep with you
That's
too.
what I'm saying. Imagine this
Right.
nigga Stockton went
She wondered,
crazy.
y'all wondered, what has he got other than singing?
And you got to think too. Halle Berry didn't say like he was an asshole, he beat her, nothing. She just said, "Y'all can't hang with this nigga." That's the
Right.
greatest compliment you can give a nigga.
Nick,
Without appeal.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Now he
I
just
don't
fishing
know.
with a wide net, nigga. He out there, just,
Right.
nigga.
That's getting all the.
Bitch, I used to be with Halle Berry, nigga. What you talking about?
Well, you
Catching
know, it
everything,
is a whole
dolphins,
cliche,
sea bass.
right? Like if you was to tell your women friends your sexual situations, then one of them
Right.
will be interested in your man.
Oh, of course. Don't let him know that he's got a big, you know what I'm saying? It's over.
Well, I heard big ain't always good though. So
Well,
Big ain't always good.
you're right. But some girls, that's just, especially in their 20s, because they hear it in rap songs or whatever, they be like, yeah, I got to get that big thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't know.
That's
When I was growing up, we had my neck, my back, lick my, and my, you know.
Yeah,
so.
that
yeah,
was
you had
out.
a lot of licking
Kaya.
going on in there.
Shout out to
There's a lot
Kaya.
of shaking and licking.
Yeah, a lot of
Early
yin
2000s.
yang twins.
Well,
I don't know.
is
lot
it
of grinding.
Vernon?
Yeah.
Is it Vernon?
Yeah.
Vernon already knows. I used to listen to Chicago house music. I don't know if you guys ever
yeah.
listened to it.
Vernon told
But
us
I
about
was
Chicago
listening
house
to
music.
one of the songs the other day. I was like, God, this is so dirty for me to be listening to it like 14.
Damn.
And the songs are like, because I'm getting it. Let's see. She's like, with a dick in your mouth. Don't take
What the
it
fuck
out.
is you
With the-
listening
I mean,
to?
I was listening. All of my friends.
On
yeah,
Sunday?
we were going to the. Yes, I'm
You know
sorry.
the-
I was
You
a.
know the words.
Yeah,
Wow.
You shouldn't have
What-
repeated
Who
that.
sang that? Let me put
Should
that
I
on my
not say that?
playlist.
Like everybody was like, we ain't never heard that song.
Yeah,
nigga.
like-
But
Who's
no,
that?
because it's underground Chicago house
Uh,
music, and they used to play it.
Hang on one
at
second.
the teen
Vernon,
clubs.
you better not call in and recite that song, nigga. I know that.
They had a female version
I
of
know
it.
that
nigga.
song.
But there was a lot of songs like that, and they would play it. And I used to go to, I used to hang out with some of my friends, and my mother would kill me if she ever found out. Lord Jesus, please. Anyways, but I used to go to these teen clubs, and the teen clubs were underground teen clubs, and they used to play all this Chicago house, and it was really like just ratchet music like that, and I loved it. I twerked, I did the backwards butterfly, I did all kinds of stuff like
Backwards
that.
Right?
Butterfly. Yeah.
The
Oh, y'all want to
backwards-
see it?
Never heard of such
Is
thing.
that kind of like the backwards cowboy?
I've never heard it.
Like the reverse cowgirl or
Yeah,
something
the
like that.
reverse cowboy.
How do
Yeah,
you do
maybe.
that?
The reverse cowgirl.
Time to
Do
play
I
our
know that?
game.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
time to
okay.
play our game.
No,
nigga.
well, yeah, I think so. It's like that.
That could be dangerous.
Well, I think. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's a dance. It's like
It
but
could be
you
a
know,
dance too.
I don't think
If you
any
got
twerking
music
is
on,
bad.
It could be a dance. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's all the
If you
same.
got clothes on, it could be.
Well, yeah, if you got clothes on, it's important. But I mean, I'm just saying, like they played a lot of. I mean, not all the music was bad like this, but some of it was. But I mean, that's just what we kind of listened to. We used to go to the basement parties. And these teens would throw basement parties. Yes, Minnesota
What?
is a little bit more ratchet. Hello,
You gotta
people.
remember they get
Y'all
hurricanes
need to
and
know.
tornadoes, so they got basements.
We
There's
got
Right.
like 10
basements.
black
Y'all
people out there, so I
you
know
go to
y'all
basement
know
party,
each
they
other.
had
Right.
no furniture
I'm
in
like,
there, maybe a couch.
Minnesota where?
What? In Minneapolis. I used to hang out in
Oh,
Minneapolis.
What is it? Is it 100,000 lakes or something? I mean,
10,000.
10,000 lakes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's mosquitoes in they got problems out there.
Yeah, I'm
man.
cool.
Why you keep mentioning that?
You ever been to
All the
Prince house?
bloodsuckers.
You ever been to
Damn.
Prince house?
Well, I've
I know
never
that's
been
hella
to
random,
Prince
but that's the only
house,
thing I know about Minnesota. Either
but
Prince or
my
Kevin
mother
Garnett.
was good friends with Prince's mom.
Oh, okay, there we go. Got a
Yeah,
connection.
well, I don't. I mean, they're a lot
77
older than
degrees.
me, but my dad, before Prince blew up, because my dad was the musician, his mom was like, "Hey, my son, he's really talented. He plays all these instruments. Can you have Reg come and talk to them?"
Was
and
his
stuff like
dad
that?"
the same way he was in the movie?
Well, his dad was a musician.
It was a Prince movie.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't know
there's a
that.
little truth to it.
What do you mean it's a Prince movie?
There's a
dog?
little truth
I
to
mean,
it.
I didn't know
movie?
Purple Rain.
Well, they
was
call him the
his life.
kid. Yeah, the
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
Right. No, there's truth to it. So my dad gave Prince some musical advice and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
what's
no,
up.
my dad was a community kind of leader out in Minneapolis.
Wow.
So,
So if it
that's
wasn't
why
for
I'm
your
like,
dad, we wouldn't
for
even
them to
have
know
Prince.
that
We
I was
wouldn't
at
even have
these
if it
little
wasn't for your
clubs.
dad. We wouldn't even have
We
Purple
wouldn't
Rain.
even have Purple Rain. See,
That's what you saying.
Look at God.
Y'all hear that, y'all?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard her say.
Her dad basically inspired Prince to write Purple Rain.
We
That's
should
what she
like
said.
put lighters up.
That's what I'm saying. Can we change the lights to purple?
Well,
for
we
Prince?
all love Prince in Minnesota. You just, you do. And, there's a lot of great musicians. Sounds of Blackness. I don't know if you guys remember Sounds of Blackness.
No.
Not out of Minnesota.
Optimistic. You don't remember it was the church choir of all black folks, like 50
in
of them.
Minnesota.
Look up Sounds of Blackness.
That must have
music.
been
You would
all
know
the
it.
people in Minnesota.
No, it's not.
So let me
Jimmy
ask you
Jam
this.
and Terry Lewis. My dad taught Jimmy Jam.
Okay.
Your dad taught Jimmy. Who is this guy? We gotta look her daddy up now. He done
Right.
taught- Did he teach Bruce Lee too? Like,
Right.
yeah,
What
this guy-
else? Who else?
I mean, but yeah, he taught Jimmy Jam. And then, but these are all before my time. I'm so much younger. I was a surprise baby. Surprise. It was one of their fun
What was the name of that
days.
group? What was the name of that gospel group?
Optimistic.
Sounds of Blackness.
Oh, see, Psh, I didn't know.
Sounds of
they
Black.
they was around in the 80s. Sounds of Blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had video. That's when we used to watch videos on BET.
Sounds
Okay.
like, yeah.
And they was from Minnesota.
Optimistic. Yeah. all
Damn,
that
it is
stuff.
a lot of them.
I know.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like 50 of them.
I
They
know
all-
none of them got paid, nigga.
Damn.
I know that much.
Nah, they was like, we just gonna.
Yeah, not in no group like this.
And it's Van Hunt that Halle Berry's.
Yeah. He's a brother, right?
So,
Yeah.
So if for the world to kind of may have never been to Minnesota or really kind of understand like the culture there, with the unrest and everything's going on there, you see on media, you see this very diverse group. Like you see these whites, pretty much whites and blacks, coming together. Has it always been that way? I mean, what is the deal there? Is it kind of
So
a divider?
Minnesota-
Is there communities that's black communities?
So a lot of, most black people, I'm not going to say all, but
Go ahead.
most black people, they live in Minneapolis or like, things like that. But there's a lot of us that live outside, or Minneapolis, St. Paul, the city.
Right.
But there's a lot of us that live in the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs. I am a victim of severe racism growing up. I went through a lot. I fought as much as possible because I couldn't stand going to the schools. If I told you the stuff that happened to me, you'd be like, what? So, I begged my mother to let me go to school in the city. And so she worked it out where I had to use a local address. So my sister lived in the city. So I was able to use her address to be able to go to school because during that time they wanted to integrate. So they would have black kids bust from the city to go to school in the suburbs. So, but when I was like in elementary school, there was only 4 black kids, like in my class. And so and we were all diverse, but we still keep in contact now. So, but
So
when
what's
I went
the
to school in the
sentiment now?
city,
What's the
they didn't
sentiment
give
now?
education to black kids. They they would have packets. Like it just wasn't, they didn't really give, the education that they should have gotten.
So is
and
it still
sometimes
like
they
that?
didn't have books. Believe
Is
it or
still
not,
like
in the 90s.
that, Tracy?
I wouldn't be surprised if it is. I don't know. I'd have to like go back and ask, but I was in the honors class when I went to the school in the city. So because I was in the honors, we looked good on paper, and I had books. We were the studious ones, but the kids that were
Underneath.
yeah, and they were not underneath. They were just like in different levels. There was the international baccalaureate, and then there was, I forgot the other names of what they were. They didn't really like, some of my friends are like, oh, we ain't got no books, and they were laughing. And back then you don't really think about it. Right. But I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier. The Kong, or what's his name, the black dude that was a part of the George Floyd killing, but he doesn't look black. He went to the same high school I went to, but he's younger than me.
Wow.
Patrick Henry High. Shout out to Patrick Henry. But
All right, let's take this call. Caller,
Yeah.
what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey y'all, it's Nakia from the Bay.
Hi, Nakia. How are you? Thank you for joining us today.
Business.
Shout out
I'm
to
doing good in yourself.
Good. Ilya's from the Bay, too.
Who's from the Bay?
Ilya. He's on the show right now. Say something to her, Ilya.
when I went,
Hey,
Who's in the
yeah.
red?
Yeah.
Where you from in the Bay?
I'm from West Oakland.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't know how old you are, but my grandmother is Mother Wright, who fed the homeless in Oakland.
Okay, yeah, I remember Mother Rice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
because she used to
grandmother.
feed the homeless over there right where Flint's used to be.
Right next door, we own the warehouse, a 8,000 square foot warehouse between San Pablo and Market Street.
Oh, now Ilya
Okay,
flossing. 'cause you
okay.
laugh.
Yeah, because my mom before, way back in the day, before Flint went downhill, my mom used to work at Flint. She used to manage both the one on San Pablo and the one on Shattuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you sound like the town, you know what I'm saying? But I went to Berkeley High and grew up in North Oakland, but primarily West Oakland.
What class were you at Berkeley High?
Ooh, you want me to tell my age on camera?
Yep.
do it.
Yep, go
I
ahead.
dare you. I double dare
I'm
you.
class of 85. Very proud to be the class
Oh,
of 85.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
You're too old.
Yeah.
I'm class of 96 from Berkeley High.
Nikia, your mic is on.
Oh, you went to Berkeley High too then?
Damn.
Huh?
You say you went to Berkeley High also?
Yep, I was born and raised in Berkeley, but I now live in West Oakland.
Well, the funny thing is that my mother wasn't gonna let me go to Oakland school, so we had a house in Berkeley, so I had to use their address to go to school in Berkeley. So I was the kid from Oakland going to school in Berkeley, and you was
Wow.
kind of the reverse. So
Same here. I used to catch the fucking 15 from by the lake in Oakland to Berkeley to my mom. When we moved to Oakland, she refused to let me go to Oakland schools.
well, I'm gonna pop my collar. I always had a whip, so it was all good.
Hilarious.
See,
He
I
just
was
found
not-
your
You know
ass.
what? You know what?
He ain't never took no bus out there. What the fuck are you doing?
Right there. He said, who raised you?
Don't you know who my grandmother is? She's right.
His
We don't
parents-
take buses. We had Uber back then before y'all even knew about Uber.
His parents cared about him. That's what he said. That's what I heard.
He said, who raised you, Nakia? God
I heard his
damn.
parents cared.
She got right back. He got right back at you, Nakia. That's because you called him old. And then you told him he was ancient. And then you said he was around Egyptian time. I'm
You
just kidding.
putting too much on it.
Right.
I'm sitting here like, she said all that shit.
I was like, when did she say that?
I missed the Egyptian time thing. That's hilarious. I gonna say, damn, Nakia, I missed that one. That's funny as hell.
First, she laughed all hard when he said West Oakland. I was like, damn, something we need to know about West Oakland?
Well, you know, one thing about the town, everybody's real close. Like, Berkeley is the only high school in Berkeley. So if you went to Berkeley High,
Yeah.
and you could go all the way
Well,
back to
there's a
1970 something.
private high school in Berkeley, but it's the only public high school.
Yeah, it's only yeah. Well, at my time, it's the only public high school. So, you know, but the Bay is tight. It's night fit. It's like you can't go too far without knowing somebody or something or another. You
Like
know
a
what I'm
nigga
saying?
skinny jeans. I heard that.
But that should call her. She had a question.
Hilarious.
So what's going on with you, Nakia? What's popping? What's cracking?
Shit, just got off work, about to go out in the streets for a little bit, but I wanted to call you because
The Uber
I
driver?
love that dress you have on.
Thank
That belt is just fabulous.
Well, whose dress?
Your dress.
Yours.
Oh, thank
You got the
you.
silver belt, but the other dress is beautiful too. I'm looking at that like, damn, I hope she stand up so I can see the whole dress. Is it a long dress? Is
All
it
right,
short?
stand
But
up for
yes,
the people.
I'm just,
It's a
the belt is,
jumpsuit.
like, fabulous.
It's a jumpsuit.
Listen, Dijon been having her jumpsuits popping since I met her. That's funny, guys. This is nothing new. Like, I've never seen her not have a fly jumpsuit. I don't even know where you get it.
Shout
from.
out to
It's a jumpsuit.
shout out to exclusives.
No, right, exactly.
You need to start your
I've been
own
the
line. You
jumpsuit.
tripping.
I know you're right.
Yeah.
I've been the jumpsuit queen since before jumpsuits was jumpsuits. Okay, I
Dijon
love
Monique sound
me.
like a fancy brand. You need
You
to get that
hold on,
popping.
Nick. Hold on.
You
Let me
feel
write
me?
this shit down. Wait a minute. Thank you so much, Nakia. It's a jumpsuit. What do you think the baby's gonna be?
You're carrying it kind of high. So
Everybody
I think
keeps
it's a boy.
saying that.
That must be a real thing.
Well, then I'm just gonna be opposite and say girl.
So you said I'm carrying it high. So what does that mean to you?
It's just a theory.
Huh?
You said I'm carrying it high. So what does that mean?
So usually when you carry it high, it's a boy.
Oh.
Girls carry a little bit lower. At least that's the myth that I've heard.
Oh,
You trying to say girls are heavier than boys, huh?
Basically.
but they just lazy. They just
You trying to
lay
say
at the
girls
bottom.
eat more?
Here.
Well, you know,
No,
it might be some
not
stats to it.
I'm
but
just
they
kidding,
say-
I'm just
Time
kidding.
for us to be birthed, we're closer to the exit.
Oh, you said we just stay ready so we don't got to get ready.
Got it.
Exactly.
There you go.
exactly.
We know what's up because we
There
about
you
to
go.
have one of those later in life.
We're going to make this transition real easy.
No pressure.
So,
Well, all right, so y'all have a good day. I'm about to finish getting dressed and get the hell up out this house.
All right. Well, call us back later if you feel so inclined, Nakia.
call us when you done Uber
Okay.
eating, all right?
All right. All right.
Come on, she got to go to
Well,
Uber
I
eat.
just want to let y'all know that when I go to Oakland, one time I took my truck and I tried to ghost ride the whip. That was bad.
You actually got out the car?
Wait. Tell the fans what that means. Everyone's not familiar with the terminology.
Y'all don't know what ghost ride the whip
Tell the
is? See,
fans
I
what
just
that means.
You have
He
to.
went from Minnesota to the Bay.
Right.
From George
I was like,
Floyd.
And it didn't go
Oakland.
well. It
I
didn't
was like,
go
I'm in
well.
Oakland. I got to ghost ride the whip. Man, I tried to walk. I was like, whoa. This is a little bit harder than I thought. I had to jump back in the car. I hit the curb. It was a rental, and it was still intact.
Damn.
I was in Oakland. I got my first time going to Oakland was right during the hyphy movement. So Fox is doing a tour out
Shout
there.
out E40.
You feel me? He's doing the Blame It on Alcohol tour.
Mm-hmm.
So they go out to Oakland. I
I
go out
love
to
that
Oakland. And Too Short, Blow the Whistles out. So nigga Too Short come
Oh, I
out.
love.
You having the
Hey,
best
Too
music
Short.
in the
Yo,
world
first
right
of
now.
all,
Right.
if y'all have never been to Oakland, it's very hard to explain this to you because it's in California.
Mm-hmm.
So you get kind of a California vibe, but it's real like a East Coast and a little South. It's a
It's so
very
weird.
And it's the funny thing. This is the only place I've ever been where like the prettiest, nicest women all turn up.
Yeah.
Like it's no
gangsters.
It's the I'm talking to this girl, and she talking to me just yeah. Too Short come out, nigga. She just starts slanging her head back. I was sitting there looking
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is
Have
going
you
on?
been to the AUC?
No.
Atlanta University, says Spelman, Morehouse.
No.
We all turn up like that when we hear rap shit.
I don't know if I don't know because
Yeah.
Because I'm a Spelman grad, and I'm going to tell you, we would turn up like that to all of that.
Shout
my
out to the
homegirl.
HBCU.
Shout out to
Hey.
the
I got a
Oakland.
homegirl. Shout out Tedra, my homegirl. She from the Bay,
Yeah, Oakland's
and
different.
we and her will be chilling, sitting pretty. Let some fucking E40 or
Yup.
Too Short come out. Her whole facial expression just changed.
That's what messed me up was that she hit me with the Thiz face.
Yeah, her
And
whole
then
facial
she goes all
expression
pretty
just
as shit.
changed.
I'm looking like, what the fuck?
Because you ain't
like-
feeling the, you
I
got to
was-
feel the music.
I was caught off guard, man.
She be popping her collar so hard. I'm like, my God.
That's what they don't care who watching.
They-
Like that's the thing that fucked me up. I'm like, yo, I'm like right in front of her. She this is just leaning and shit. Like I'm like, oh shit. I'm like,
popping
and then-
it so
and then I'm
hard.
feeling
Like, Oh,
because
shit.
I'm first of all I'm in shock, and I'm looking at her like she embarrassing herself. But then I look up, and
Everybody is doing it.
It's no exceptions. Old
Everybody
people,
is doing it.
Everybody.
You
Everybody.
can go from Richie Rich, Mac Dre.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, when Bay is just Bay. The Bay is the Bay.
The Bay
And
is
one
the
of
Bay.
the few places I've been where they would fight you over a rap artist.
Wow.
Like I grew up, my uncle's favorite artist was E40, so I got introduced to E40 at a young age. So I kind of
already know what you're gonna say.
understood E40, but I didn't get it. Like if you're not of age to digest it, you can't get it.
Mac
So
Dre.
as a kid, I was like, "Fuck is this shit? Turn this shit off, man!" I got hit with all kind of threats out in Oakland.
Wow.
Just about that, just about changing the station, nigga. I
Wow.
turned the E40 song, and them niggas lost it.
Was it the song that said, "Yep"?
I don't even know what song it was.
You
Yep.
got to understand the
It was
whole
some
Bay
old ass-
thing
It was
an older
is that
E40,
you got to.
yeah.
It's almost like L.A. I've always put it in an example. Like we live in L.A., right? So people say they live in L.A. but live in the Inland Empire, right?
No, you don't.
E40 is from the Bay Area, but he's not East Bay. He's not Oakland. He's
Right.
It's like outskirts. So it's like people that live in the Bay.
But lay
It's
out.
too many cats want to be from the Bay who ain't from the Bay. So Bay is from Richmond to Hayward and San Francisco. San Francisco's get locked in just because they San Francisco. But if you Vallejo, Stockton, and all that, that's outskirts of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But E40, because he's such a talent, you know, he got some clout to be Bay Area. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we don't really, from the town,
'Cause
you
he's
don't
from
look at it
Vallejo,
like,
right?
and you see that here.
Vallejo,
People say,
right?
say,
He's from
where you from?
Vallejo.
You say, I'm from LA.
Vallejo.
Like, where you live? Or where'd you grow up? Oh, Carson. Well, you're not from LA.
You're not fucking
Yeah, see, I
from
think
LA.
In LA, it's like it's language out here because you can't. If you from LA, you can't just say you from LA.
Yeah.
You gotta specify where you from, and then
Yeah.
they get deep if it go there. They gonna ask
Yeah.
you where
what
you,
part?
Where
What
you went
high
to
school
school,
you
where
went to, and
because that
who-
in
Yeah.
LA, I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but in LA, the neighborhood you associated with, that's who you are.
Yeah.
That's it.
It don't matter what you talking about.
Yeah.
They gonna ask you where you from, where your grandmother grew up at, your mama grew up at. That's where you are from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that come with a lot of BS in LA. So.
Come with a lot of stigma.
I don't know. Is Oakland like that?
Like we got West Oakland, North Oakland, and East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So it's really different cultures of Oakland because East Oakland is a little different kind of flavor than West Oakland. But you could go to either neighborhood because we don't have the cuz blood stuff going on.
Right.
But if you bump your gums and you ain't doing, you're going to have some issues.
Yeah.
Just like
Well,
any-
you
Watch
know
this.
where
Watch
all
this.
the separation-
What about Minnesota? Is it gangsta out?
Minnesota's full of gangsters, y'all. Y'all need to
old school
respect
pimps.
us.
Old school pimps.
What's up, caller? What's your
Them
name? Where
old
you
school
calling
pimps.
from?
I noticed that that's true about
Vern.
LA and certain areas in the country where if you go, well, I'm from Oklahoma, they go, oh. If you go, I'm from LA, they go, where? Where in LA? What part of LA?
But
what
you know,
the fuck?
Vernon, they do that with Chicago too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Chicago,
what
like I
that's
noticed that
from.
with Chicago.
But
Yeah.
when you,
Chicago,
but when,
if you say you're
but
from
see, when
Chicago.
people from Chicago, when you say, hey, what side you from? They go, hey, I'm from Chicago, West Side. They'll just tell you flat out.
Right, the West, yeah. Vernon, you ever been to O Block?
To who?
No, that's a no. That's a no.
I knew you weren't gonna know what I was talking about, Vernon. That's why I asked you.
That's a no.
It's
Ver-
Go ahead.
Vernon, what you think the baby's gonna be?
What type of morning sickness have you
Oh
had?
shit, he finna break you down.
I haven't had any morning sickness.
Went to the
Oh, boy.
CDC.
A boy?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 for boy.
Well, you know the way she moving around, I don't even know she got a baby in there. I'm just kidding.
I'll
just
take
like-
that as a compliment.
I mean,
What if you
some
have
people
twins?
have some terrible her pregnancy is amazing.
God ain't gonna do that
See,
to me.
my grandmother and them said that girls, they said that women, y'all automatically make each other sick. So
Nigga, that's hilarious, Vernon.
Vern!
I'm stealing that.
But that's what my grandmother and them said, and that's what I'm not gonna argue
What
with
do you
them.
mean
I don't
make
know.
each other sick, Vernon? What do you mean?
They automatically make each other sick.
because the morning sickness is horrible and all this other stuff. If you having a boy, you have a lot. Did you have a lot of
Oh, nigga,
cravings?
that's
Or do you have a lot of
hilarious.
cravings?
No, I don't have too many cravings. I mean, when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Nick, no.
Anything-
When I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
You have any weird cravings since you've been pregnant?
Like
No.
pickles,
Salt,
ice cream, sweet
Salt, potato
salt.
chips, French fries.
Smell? Have any smells really just like you be like ugh? But you
Yes.
could have took it at first. I mean,
Cinnabons.
not took it, but you could have
He trying to work his situation over here.
He is. He's trying to figure out
That's
what
CDC.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what the
You
clue
know what,
is. What kind
Vern?
of snacks you like.
I don't know. I mean, everybody says that when you get pregnant, your senses heighten. But I know my gas.
That's hilarious.
It is. I don't know if it's just me.
We in a closed place with no windows. Don't even try it.
I don't know. I wouldn't even do that to y'all because then I would have to smell it myself, and I can't even take my own gas. So. Yeah, so before, I could pass gas, I'd be like, ooh, fan the blankets, it'll be fine. Now, I gotta light an incense. It's bad. So,
Okay,
exactly.
A little bit too much
Candy.
information.
Well, shit, you asked.
Well, what do you eat every day?
I said smells. I didn't say gastrointestinal.
That is a smell, Vernon.
But it's
like,
okay.
Like, because some girls when they get pregnant, they get hemorrhoids. You didn't get them because. No, a lot of girls.
Like, how can you talk about gas with your hemorrhoids?
I did hear that. You're not supposed to sit on hard stuff for a long time because you can get hemorrhoids. Thank God Speedy got this nice comfy pillow in his chair.
I don't even.
It's a boil on your ass and it hurts.
They got commercials
Hold on,
for
Vernon.
that.
All right, Vernon. Thanks, Vernon. I always thought a hemorrhoid was like an STD as a kid.
No.
No, that's almost
like
like
when
what was the thing your grandma used to have
Thanks,
in
Vernon.
the bathroom for
The hot water bottle.
the hot water bottle? So you thought it was a shower thing.
They could be in the bathroom
Squirting in your
spinning and shit.
Squirting it in your
Nah,
face.
Nigga squirting his G.I. Joes and shit.
Why it smell like that?
She said, yeah, that rubber
No,
smell.
not that rubber smell.
That's not rubber, nigga.
That wasn't rubber.
That's not rubber.
That was not rubber.
Nah, yeah, I always thought hemorrhoids was when I was well, I guess even as an adult now, I always thought it was something like an STD you get from sitting on dirty toilets.
Hemorrhoids
Wow.
are no joke.
Yeah, well,
You
what
can
is
get
a
hemorrhoids for
hemorrhoid?
sitting on the toilet for a long time.
What is a
You
hemorrhoid?
can well,
It's when the lining of your butt comes out your ass.
It's when the what?
The lining of your
the
butt.
lining. A lot. Okay.
Comes out
Apparently,
your butt.
50% of the
What
world,
is going on?
or maybe the country, I don't know, have hemorrhoids, or
me
have
get
had
the-
hemorrhoids, or something like that. So basically, it's just painful. Apparently, people's booties be on fire. Like if you get constipated and you can't just like let it out.
Okay.
Sometimes you can get hemorrhoids. It can get. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Preparation H, the cream though.
Shit.
It's good for underneath your eyes.
It's good underneath your eyes. Ask Whitney and Bobby from the Whitney and Bobby. That's right. It
Better
gets the
not put no
swelling
booty
down.
cream on
If you
your
got
eyes.
bags, you put a little bit of that.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep them bags, nigga. I'm not gonna put no booty cream
But you
on
don't
my
want to do
eyes.
that too much because that's too close to your eyes.
Yeah, it'll
But
darken if you do it too
Whitney
much.
Houston and rest in peace and Bobby Brown said it on their show.
I don't think I'm gonna follow
Yeah, booty
anything
cream
Whitney
on their
Houston
eyes.
and Bobby
Right
Brown
here.
are
They
doing.
was having too much cocaine nights.
Yeah, I'm not
First
doing
of all, I seen on
I'm not
the
doing
Bobby
shit
Brown and Whitney
and Bobby
Houston.
Brown was doing. Nigga. I'm
Bobby
not
Brown and
doing
Whitney Houston
shit
show.
they was doing.
Whitney Houston was constipated in one episode, and Bobby Brown stuck his finger in Whitney's butthole to help her take a shit. So
Man, they had a romance.
they was in love. They was in love. That's real love.
But you know what I will tell you? There's a lot of men who would stick their finger in Whitney's butt
Yeah,
if
that's
they
not
had the
no.
chance.
Yeah.
For a
See,
few
shout out to
million.
Eric
They-
Benet.
Yeah, like I had to put a glove on.
Back to Eric Benet.
Shout out to Eric Benet. nigga.
So a hemorrhoid is swollen and inflamed veins in the rectum and
Yeah.
anus that cause discomfort and bleeding.
Very
Hemorrhoids
painful.
are usually caused from straining during the bowel movement,
Yep.
obesity, or pregnancy.
Oh, okay.
Or eating too many things your body won't let you go through your body.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Gotta keep some fiber in it.
It
you know what I'm
sounds
saying?
way worse than it actually is. The hemorrhoid sounds horrible.
Oh,
That's
but-
like some shit you can't get rid of.
No, it's
They-
really, it's painful. It
I've been in
hurts.
situations where people have had the hemorrhoid surgery and they come back to work
you
and they
gotta
gotta
have
sit on a
surgery.
donut.
Why you gotta have
inflatable
surgery?
thing.
Because you gotta push the things back
It's a
in.
vein that swells up, and you gotta drain it. If it don't, then you just
Can't
imagine
shit.
like sciatica or something. Just this vein just thick, hard. You gotta
Pause.
cut it.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then they
yeah.
come to work and they sit on a donut.
See, this is a part of old age. It happens to people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that you look,
Don't get no
youngin.
hemorrhoid, y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all youngins right now. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, it's no joke, y'all. It's
I didn't know
pretty.
anything about this. Well, thanks.
High fiber diet or stool softeners, they'll keep you from having hemorrhoids.
Shit.
Preventive.
Put some fiber in your diet
But
tonight, y'all.
no, the
Yeah.
problem is they putting stuff in our food, so it's hard to get that fiber.
Yeah.
It's called Raisin Bran. It still works.
It
It
still
does?
works.
Yeah,
Do you know
Raisin
the
Bran
story
every
of
time.
cereal? The first cereal ever made was
Tell
grape
us.
nuts.
Tell us. Really?
What?
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
I've
And then
never
they were
even
brothers.
eaten.
It was Grape Nuts was the brother of Kellogg's, but the guy with Kellogg's was a little bit more genius. But they didn't know that, like, the Kellogg's dude was telling his brother, but, you know, he wasn't as smart. He was like, yo, man. He was like, because they didn't really respect him like the Grape Nuts guy. Because he was like giving it to him. And he was like, this is for fiber. He's like, but you can make it like a breakfast if you add milk, baby. And so,
Right.
you know, and then he went off. He was like, man, F my brother. He ain't even respecting me. I'm going to come up with some flakes.
That sound like how
and
they
that's
was
how
talking.
it came out with corn flakes.
So do you know it's one of the only products that doesn't have a demographic is from 0 to 100, meaning from 0 to 100 age group is going to eat some form of cereal.
Wow.
Yeah, but you
I
know
was
what?
eating
I
cereal
really
in the
don't.
car.
I
I really
don't
fuck
like
with
cereal.
cereal.
I tried to like
cereal.
it. I even bought Mr. T cereal. That's how old I am, guys.
Mr. T cereal.
Mr. T has a freaking
With the
cereal.
chains?
Yes, I love Mr.
With the
T.
chains.
I met Mr. T. I used to do aerobic class with Mr.
I
T.
met Mr. T too.
He's dope.
Interesting guy. Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
He's a really awesome. I was like, I grew up by you.
I'm a cereal killer.
I don't really fuck with. I mean, obviously you black, you grew up eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but other than that, I don't really fuck with cereals.
That's like basic. You got to get to up to the golden grams.
Oh, you
Golden
gotta get to. I'm gonna give you one. I gave you get high, get home. You just want to get some cold milk and cereal.
Put some ice
Get
in
some
it.
pops, some sugar pops.
I love me some good
and
pops.
some whipped cream.
What
Okay,
the fuck just
I'm gonna
happened?
tell you what Minnesotans do with cereal.
What the fuck?
Every restaurant you go to, not every, but a lot of them, they always sell freaking Rice Krispies, yo. They always Rice Krispie treats.
Oh.
They always sell rice. They'll dip
like
them in
it good.
peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh, you mean like the outside of
They
it? Right,
always
right,
sell,
that
you
makes
could
sense.
go to any kind of restaurant. They always got Rice Krispie treats.
I love me a good Rice Krispie treat.
Yes, that's the
Wait,
only cereal I can eat.
Hold on, time out. First of all, nobody even eat Pops. That's off top, right?
First of all, pops are great.
No, they're not.
That's
They-
the
Do they
yellow
still
ones, right?
exist?
Pops
the
don't
yellow
even.
ones.
They don't even go in the milk, nigga. They just float on top of the milk.
That's
They do
why-
go
that's why
in
you
there.
put the whipped cream on top.
And they hold them down.
Whipped
Hold 'em
cream?
down. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all need to
That's
get some
just
flavor.
sugar.
I
I'm
thought you
gonna
were
tell you
joking.
another. You know, I take Raisin Bran and I cut up strawberries
Oh, yeah.
and green apples.
I
You
don't
have
know
a
about
sweet
Raisin Bran.
tooth.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about
I
green
just put
apples.
sugar in my raisin bran like you
You
supposed
put sugar
to.
in your. Why not eat Frosted Flakes? You gonna
So
do that
let me know
shit?
this,
Yeah,
since
have
you're talking
raisins in
about
it.
sugar.
Good point.
Do you put sugar in your grits?
I do put sugar in my grits.
Do you put sugar in rice?
I do put sugar in my rice.
Y'all, you guys,
No.
you put sugar in your rice?
Not my rice.
Dijon, you the only other person in the world I've ever met. that
My
put
grandma
sugar
did
in-
it.
My mom did that
I
to
do
me as a
butter.
kid.
And
Butter and
and
sugar.
sugar.
No.
See, that's why I fuck with you, Dijon. The
My
only
man.
person I've ever met in the world that has butter and sugar rice
And the
as
rice.
a kid.
You
My
gotta
mom
put
did
butter and
that
No,
shit.
my
in
grandma
rice.
did that. I didn't like it. But
Yeah.
I
Fuck
will.
that shit up, nigga.
Easily.
Mix that
Just
with
give
the-
me some more rice.
I will.
Some more rice and chicken. Nigga.
Right.
Give me another piece of chicken
Right.
and some
And
more
some more
rice.
rice.
I'm gonna eat this shit.
That's all I need.
You guys brought up grits, and I eat my grits completely different than y'all. I eat them the way
What
my
you eat 'em with
grandmother
lemon
made
pepper?
them. No.
I can't stand lemon pepper.
Even better. What?
I don't fuck with lemon pepper.
Anyways, just hate.
See somebody put lemon pepper on their grits.
Okay.
So
My
how
grits.
how you eating grits?
My grits, the way my grandma, I kept putting butter in it. My mom was like, baby,
You put margarine in
your
there.
grandma didn't do that. She put bacon grease in there with salt and pepper. That's why my grits were, I only eat grits with bacon grease. I asked
Wow.
for a little
And
side
salt
of
and
it.
pepper.
I don't have nothing to say about
Wow.
that. I don't even eat bacon, so I can't even fathom eating the grease
Wow.
of
I
that.
don't know if I want to be at a restaurant
Just a
with that
little
bacon
bit.
grease.
Yeah,
on
like
my
you just
shit,
get a little
man.
bacon grease on the
'Cause
side
the
for
bacon
my
be hella
grits.
old anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
They do keep
They can
that
be in the
grease.
drawer.
Like, we get some last week bacon
You
grease.
didn't save your bacon grease growing up? We did.
Yeah, I got bacon grease on the side of my stove right now.
My grandmother was known
He
as
said,
the
I
cook.
got it on the side of my stove.
She could
In a
cook.
can.
No, in like a little cup with some saran wrap on the
Yeah.
top.
No, we had a cute little dish we put on top of. Oh, hey, Vernon.
That's how you gonna spill that motherfucker.
What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Bacon grease.
I knew it was him. I knew he was gonna say it.
Vern. Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vernon, I don't know either,
Things to
Vernon.
put in grits. Bacon grease.
Bacon grease with
grease.
salt and pepper, baby. Just a little bit. Just a little
You
bit.
don't need no
And you
salt,
mix it up. You don't
pepper
need
if
butter.
You got bacon grease.
Right. Just a little bit of
No
salt and
grits,
pepper.
nigga, if you,
You
got
don't need
bacon
nigga,
grease.
just drink delicious.
It's delicious.
Just sip on the bacon
Sugar
grease.
in there and sit your ass down.
You know what? Just for you, Vernon, I'm going to make a sketch, and I'm going to represent bacon grease, and I'm going to post it just for you, Vernon.
You can put now. What you use bacon grease for is if you doing
Unclog a pipe, nigga. What the fuck?
no, you can use that if you're doing cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yes, you put bacon
Oh,
grease
yes.
and cabbage. You put them
Bacon
in your
grease and the
greens.
cabbage.
So you know what?
just take all
It's
that.
interesting. It's interesting that
Why eat the
us
cabbage?
as black folks, we want to say eat healthy, right?
That's not what they
We've
mean.
been tearing a hole in the ass of vegetables for so long. We frying them. We add bacon
Thanks,
grease
Vern.
to them.
Thanks, Vern.
Damn.
Great
can't
timing,
get no
Vern.
healthy
Great
greens?
timing.
No healthy greens.
No, I eat very
They are
healthy.
healthy.
You just
Pork and ham hocks.
No,
all in the
that's like a
greens.
delicacy. Delicacy.
No, it's not. That's why you can't say
What,
it.
chitlins?
I grew up on chitlins.
I always tell people that
But I-
chitlins
What
are a
somebody,
delicacy.
what somebody called yesterday booty noodles. Nigga,
can't-
y'all
Yes,
get
he
it.
did call them
booty
booty
noodles.
I didn't want
Y'all
to
eat
tell
booty
him.
noodles,
I wanted to
nigga.
shout out. I wanted to shout out so bad. They're a delicacy. Then you go to another country.
They not
put
gonna
it,
eat
they
them
put it in
shit.
menudo. It's
I'm
called
telling
tripe.
you. It's a delicacy.
Tripe is not the same thing. Tripe is the lining
Of a cow.
of the stomach, not the asshole.
Oh, well, I used to eat
Oh, put
chitlins
some
growing up.
cornmeal
I
on
don't do
some
it anymore.
tripe.
I've
Oh,
moved
my
on in
God.
my
You don't have
life.
to eat that anymore.
He said we don't have to.
No.
But what if
don't
we
eat-
want
Why
to?
would you want to eat garbage?
It's booty noodles. It's not garbage. It's booty noodles.
Why would you want to eat booty noodles?
I mean, because it's.
Y'all eat ass?
Cause
Have
my
you ever
mama-
had
Y'all eat
shirataki
ass,
noodles?
you
It's
eat
the
Somebody
ass.
ate
same
my ass
texture.
before.
You eat ass?
Somebody ate my ass
Y'all
before.
eat booty noodles.
Hey,
What's the difference?
Ladies,
shout
get it
out to the
together.
men who eat ass out here. Hey,
If you eating chitlins, you might as well.
He went out toward away from a friendship.
You understand? This better not be Vernon calling back about booty noodles.
What's up, caller? Is this Vern? Where you calling
I
from?
like Vernon. I need to come back.
Yeah, Vernon's hilarious.
What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is DJ, and I'm calling from out there in Vegas.
Shout out
Hi,
to Vegas.
DJ. Welcome to the Rollout Show. What's going on with
Shout
you?
out to
Hello.
Pasadena.
Nothing much. But y'all was talking about cereal, and I don't really mess with cereal either. But they got, have y'all heard of the restaurants? They like cereal restaurants they got?
Yeah, it's
What?
one called Cereality, and
Yeah, they got
They're back
restaurants
east.
like in Vegas. They got one in the mall, right?
Yeah.
Where it's called Serial Killers.
yeah.
And
I'll
they-
represent gang.
They got like every kind of cereal in there. And
Every
you can,
kind
Wow.
you can get
of milk, every kind
cereal,
of
and
condiment.
they make like milkshakes out of them, and waffles, and ice cream, and all kind of stuff out
What
of them.
mall? What
And then
mall
I
is
guess
this?
they
I go
got,
to
like,
Vegas all the
They got a
time.
challenge where they put like every single box of cereal in a bowl, and they got a challenge if you can eat all of it in a certain amount of time or something like that.
The whole box?
No,
No,
different
no,
types.
not the whole box. They just
Oh.
mix a bunch of different cereals. Like I think it's like 100 different cereals or something
Wow.
they mix, and then they give you a huge bowl, and they give you a certain amount of time to eat it, and see if you can eat it in that time.
What mall is this in?
I'm so confused.
The Planet Hollywood Mall in Vegas.
Okay.
I just left V-Town. We
It's
had a
called the
good
Miracle
time down
Mall,
there for
but
cigar
they
week.
got
yeah,
like
the
an
Miracle
Instagram
Mall.
and everything. The serial killers.
Yeah.
The serial killers kitchen.
That's
well, I
what's
will
up.
definitely check it out. I don't like cereal either, unless it's a Rice Krispie treat or like a cornflake kind of treat thing.
Yeah,
But I will
when
definitely.
when I buy cereal, like it's sitting in my pantry
make
until
you
it go bad. Like
How many? You gotta. Okay. You can't be just opening up all the boxes willy nilly, DJ. You gotta eat one at a time or two at a time.
I don't eat none at a time. Like I don't even know why I buy it. Like the milk go bad, the cereal go bad. It's a waste.
You just buy it because you're in the grocery store. and
Right,
you
you like, I
realize-
just- it's
you
on
realize-
sale.
I'm like
It
that
sounds
with
good
milk.
at the
I don't
time,
drink
but
milk like
They,
that.
they also at the grocery stores they got the little disposable bowls, right? So just little plastic bowls with
yeah.
cereal in it. You just pour the milk and eat it on the go. Like
Yeah.
I eat those sometimes. If it's like Fruity Pebbles,
The little kitty bowls.
Yeah, that
DJ,
was a little-
how
that
old
was a
are
little
you?
close.
Did you?
man.
Can you say
Is that
Fruity
a man
Pebbles
code
again? You see how he
violation
said that?
For a man to eat Fruity Pebbles, is
He
that a
said
man
Fruity Pebbles like that. I eat the Fruity Pebbles.
I eat the
They
Fruity Pebbles.
said pause.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Fruity Pebbles the
Red
best
Grant with
cereal,
his
man.
Fruity Pebbles joke. That was funny. You have to go check it out on YouTube. It was hilarious.
I like some good Fruity Pebbles,
Oh, yeah,
DJ.
check it out.
All right, thanks,
We-
DJ.
oh wait, DJ,
All right.
DJ, DJ.
Oh, yeah, take a guess.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think I'm having, a boy or a girl?
It's a little. He's like a boy kind of mom.
Why you say?
He's
I'm
like a boy kind of mom.
Everybody got
I don't know,
their
I get the boy vibes from you.
Okay,
Shit.
I'll take that.
But what
one.
if she has another kid? Is it gonna be a boy?
You said what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna take my son to
Nah,
buy
yeah, you gotta
condoms.
You gonna take
Yeah, you got to be cool to be a boy mom.
I gotta. Oh, that's what's up. You think I'm cool, DJ? How old are you?
Uh-oh.
What's that again?
How old are you?
Nigga, you can hear.
Oh, I'm 31.
Oh, okay.
What, he too young?
Is that too young or what?
Oh, I'm 33, so I don't know. Is it too young?
It
You tell me.
It ain't nothing but a number.
Okay, I'll be out in
Hey.
Vegas in a few weeks. You know, drop your DM me or something.
I got
We
you.
can go
I'ma
get some
do that.
cereal.
Yeah, DJ, let me know what that baby is, DJ.
With the baby, yeah. Go get some cereal with the
Yeah, you
baby.
can push the stroller. I'll
right.
let you push the stroller.
That's cool. As long as I ain't got a babysit, I'll go to the park.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. My mama live in Vegas. She a babysit.
Oh, it sounds like a plan then.
Thank you
We
for
got
calling
this
in,
all figured
DJ.
out.
That's just like a nigga.
All right,
Thanks,
no problem.
DJ.
All right.
He said, as long as I ain't got a baby.
As long as I ain't got a babysit. God damn. God damn.
Doing her debut.
Niggas ain't shit.
I look like a boy mom. That was kind of cool. He said you got to be cool to be a boy mom. That's what's up.
What did you want when you found out you were pregnant?
I want a boy. I want a boy.
I want
want
you
a
to
boy.
have a boy.
You go tell the
But you-
story?
How you got
Go
pregnant?
tell the
You gonna tell us
story.
how you got pregnant?
No, like
Not that story.
Oh.
It's really short. It's a really short story.
he was a short story, or it was a short story.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Right. Both. Short-lived.
Nah.
Which story?
Our
the
story.
one? Our story?
I tell your story to a lot of people because it was so unique to me. Because I'm on the phone with her. Can I tell a story?
Yeah, tell us.
So I'm on the phone with her, and she sounds sad. I'm like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And she's like, "I think I might be pregnant." I said, "But did you I don't know what y'all do, pee on the stick or whatever?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I'm in the bathroom right now," and I got quiet. I'm like on the phone with her. I'm nervous. I'm like, is she peeing on the stick? And she's like, Ilya, I'm pregnant. I'm like, I'm all excited. I call you mama. Let's have a party. She's like, I'm peeing on another stick. I call you back.
I said, no, this one came back too fast. I got to do it again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was that.
I
That was a
became
good story.
godfather at that moment in time. Like
Right at that minute. You had to. You was there when I was peeing on the stick.
She was going through it.
So what do
You
y'all?
having to
I
go.
know is it a dip or how? What do y'all do?
They have different ones. They have the
Is it
ones
a
that you
dip?
just they have the
do
ones
you
that you
trust
just
this
pee
shit?
on.
You gotta put gloves on first? Like, what's going on?
Your pee.
I never had to do it because I'm a virgin.
Oh wow.
Tracy.
There you go, Trey. Stick to that.
I don't know nobody from Minnesota that's a virgin.
That's a good point, too.
Because all of my friends, okay, I should say, a lot of them had kids. They had 11 kids. Like, how the hell did? Wait,
11?
I went off to
Lord.
college. You got 11 kids. What?
There ain't much to do out in Minnesota.
Lord. No, there's stuff to do. People just do other things.
And it's
There's
cold.
always something to do somewhere.
Did you hear they got that Chicago trap music that they listening to out there? Leave it in my mouth. And
Hey,
put it
not-
with-
Right. Chicago. I mean, Chicago.
They out of control out there.
Like Chicago. Like
Did you ever watch Bad Girls Club? Every
Of
Bad Girls
course.
Club girl that was from Chicago, they'd be like, "Bitch, I'm from Chicago." He was like, "Whoa,
yeah,
it's Chicago."
like a whirlwind.
Chicago? I'm
Windy
I'm
City.
from Oakland, and I've seen a level of violence in a black community at its heights. I mean, people killing people in the daytime, people shooting at the
That's
police.
Chicago.
You know, high speed chases during the middle of the day, and in a small town. So I've seen that. But like when you got like 16, 20 murders in a day.
Yeah,
Chicago's out of
Chirac.
control.
But
Change.
just to give,
Chirac.
I don't know if you guys know this, but the history of Chicago is a murder. Like, if you ever look at the history of the city of Chicago,
Yeah, go back to
as far as you can go back, it's
Yeah.
always been like this. It's always been a murder city
Yeah.
or a town.
wow.
When you look
I
at
didn't
all
know
the
that.
shit that happened with the mob, all that shit happened in Chicago.
Wow.
A lot of those killings and shit happened in Chicago. The same
And
streets
guess where
these
they
kids
moved?
on.
A lot of people moved to Minnesota.
Okay.
There you go.
You need your props. Huh? You got
You guys
Yeah,
have-
now
I was
they
gonna
in
put out my
Chicago.
props.
Now they in
thugs in
Chicago
Minnesota.
ruining her town.
St.
We
Paul
also
got
have highly
thugs.
educated people in Minnesota as well.
Who's the most famous person from Minnesota besides Prince?
I was gonna say Prince,
Besides Prince. That's the only person we know.
Kevin Durant.
He's
George
not from
Floyd.
Minnesota.
You guys
Yeah,
love
I don't know.
mint
I was guessing.
condition?
George Floyd.
I
George
love
Floyd,
mint
baby.
condition.
Minnesota.
They from Minnesota?
Yeah, they from.
Y'all need to respect us.
They sound
There's a
like they
lot
from
of
Minnesota.
chocolate, beautiful people from Minnesota that's talented musicians that you grew up listening
give
to,
it-
making babies
Give
and
us
peeing
somebody
on
else.
sticks.
Give us somebody else. Who else? That's not entertainment.
That's not in entertainment.
Politics.
Politics or maybe an actor or something. Give us an actor. It's not a musician.
Winona Ryder. She's from Winona, Minnesota. The blonde guy.
We can count that, I guess.
Yeah,
God,
we'll
is
take
he?
it.
He's from.
You said the blind guy?
No, the blonde guy. An American Pie.
The
He's
blind
from
guy.
Minnesota.
See, nobody.
Yeah, nobody cares.
No, you know
Yeah,
who
the
he
guy
is.
who
About
fucked the
black
pie.
folks.
Stifler?
You
No,
can't-
not him. The blonde
then I don't
one.
know.
The goofy.
Stifler,
Like he always
Stifler.
played like the dummy.
The Stifler character.
Was he Stifler? Was that his name?
She don't
That's the only
even
person I
know.
remember from the movie, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's the
Oh my God.
character.
Well, it's been a while, y'all. I'm
Yeah,
getting old.
Minnesota sucks.
Let's see, blonde.
What?
American
You know what?
Pie.
Dang it, my phone's here. We
You-
gonna
well, you guys-
Google
I'm
Google
Googling it.
celebrities
I'm
in
Googling
Minnesota.
it.
There's a lot of us.
The blonde American Pie dude.
But
Let's
there's
see what Google
others.
says.
Google Minnesota. Come on, y'all. Y'all
'Cause,
gotta give
See, we
us.
don't have that problem on the West Coast.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's
we
why-
don't.
It's a plethora. We just come out famous.
Yeah, what's the Mount
you know.
Rushmore, Minnesota? You had to make a Mount Rushmore.
I mean, we have
Jason
the
Biggs?
Mall of
It
America.
doesn't say. He doesn't count.
Yeah,
Whoever
what?
that
All
guy
of
is.
America is
Did you-
like, oh, didn't y'all like had a roller
guys know
coaster?
I haven't
You had
lived there in
you had
16
a
years.
roller coaster in the Mall of America, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all have the biggest small.
Yes.
Not anymore. I think somebody topped it a long time ago. Like 5 years
No, that
ago.
was in Europe, but we're still number 2 in the world.
Oh,
but we're number 1
excuse
in
me.
America.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
hello.
Nobody goes
Right.
there.
We have we have
Usher made a song about the
we have a lot of live
Beverly Center.
music in Minnesota. We're known for our arts. We're known for the outdoors. We're known
Mosquitoes.
for yes, our mosquito is the state bird.
That's funny.
I haven't lived in Minnesota for a really long time, but Minnesota has a lot of great things about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Guthrie Theater, one of the first black theaters was in Minnesota.
I didn't know that.
Yes, my dad started the Martin Luther
Of
King
course your
concert
dad
in
did.
Minnesota.
Of course he did. There wouldn't be no Martin Luther King.
He probably started Martin Luther King.
And it wouldn't be no Martin Luther King if it wasn't for her dad.
Is he
Thank
the
you, Daddy.
stepfather or are you a real father?
No, that's my daddy. He wasn't the milkman because milk didn't come out during that time. That was
Right.
the 50s, 60s. So it was my real
But
daddy.
what was y'all drinking with your cereal? No milk?
I mean,
That was
I'm
the
lactose
vacuum
intolerant.
cleaner, man.
I'm native. I'm Creole, so I got Native American. I can't be drinking milk. So if y'all want to give me a gift, the only milk I can have is ice cream, which I love, and yogurt.
So how you get Creole and be from Minnesota?
Yeah.
You know, that's some other stuff you finna tell us about.
Well, my mother's Creole, and my grandfather was born in Opelousas, Louisiana, in 1908. And my grandfather was. Man, he was a trip. I mean, if I told you some stories about my grandpa, I'll just tell you this one.
Did he hang out with
No, I'm gonna
Harriet
tell you
Tubman?
This is Earth, Wind,
No,
and
but
Fire.
it seems like
Harriet Tubman, nigga. You done let her tell it. This nigga hang out with Moses and shit. And
You was
Well,
hanging
the-
out with
There
Harry
wouldn't
Young.
be no Harriet Tubman if it wasn't for her grandfather.
nigga wrote the 11th
Grandpa
Commandment.
was
So you know Harry didn't have no shoes, so your father made the shoes for Harry.
Yeah,
my
you see what I'm
grandfather,
saying?
yeah, well, he could get Harriet in because Harriet was his type. He liked them chocolate and beautiful. So my grandfather, he was this Creole man, and he left Louisiana and he started hitchhiking after he was a circus hand.
Of course he was.
And so these guys picked him up and took him deep in the woods. And they threw a big party, and my grandfather played the fiddle for him and stuff like that. They hung out, and then they dropped him off in Kansas City.
So you the family historian, huh?
Why
No.
did they-
This is the stories that we all talk about. We all talk about these
Why
things.
did
We're
they
very
My
do
close.
family don't talk about these.
But I've
all
got to
that
tell you who the
stories.
guys were.
Oh, okay, go ahead. 'Cause I was wondering why they hang
Pretty
out
Boy
with
Floyd, all the gangsters, and then the Kansas City massacre happened. So my grandfather
Al
was-
Capone, all them niggas. Pictures.
yeah, so he's looking at the paper like, oh snap! I was, because back then they didn't know what these people looked like. My grandfather was riding with some gangsters. I told you I was gangster. Y'all need to. No, I'm just kidding.
Put some respect on your name.
Right. Put some
Shout out
respect.
to the
Shout out to my grandfather. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Eric Burnett.
Shout out to Eric. That nigga set the bar, nigga. Shout out to
Eric Benet and his
Burnett.
sandals.
Shout
We should
out
put
to-
sandals in the museum, y'all.
I know, the Jesus slippers. Wow.
You think he has nice feet in those sandals? Or you think he got that one like blue spot
I
that some
think
men
that
be
he put
having?
shea butter on his feet, so they're moist.
Hilarious.
And
You think he got hairy feet? Like it's like hairy at the knuckle part?
It's always them instant niggas you got to worry about.
I'm
man.
telling you.
It's always them instant
I'm
niggas.
telling you,
You
he
know,
prob-
you-
Eric, but they probably don't bathe every day, so I don't know.
You don't think he bathes every day?
No,
and he's
no,
trying
no,
to
no.
get some booty?
No, no, no,
Probably
no, no,
got
he
an
don't bathe
extra
every day.
finger. That's why I keep one hand in
In
his
his pocket.
pocket.
Yeah, that's why he wears a long winter.
So I
he
thought
can
it was a
tuck
look.
That's why that nigga Stan Lennon, nigga. He
Exactly.
always ready, nigga. Like,
Gotta
hey,
tuck that
man.
hand behind some
I'm ready.
Air
fabric.
out, nigga. I gotta air out.
Yeah.
I stay ready, nigga.
Nah,
Shout
he
out
ain't
to-
bathing every day. I can guarantee you.
He ain't bathing.
He's gonna tell
Eric,
you
I believe that
something.
you bathe. I believe in you.
He's gonna tell you something like the water, and you're not supposed to get in it every day, so you don't do it.
He only use alkaline water.
Yeah,
and
he
shit,
just like
you know.
put something on his skin and it cleans it. I bet you he don't bathe.
Splash.
Splash that body splash. or
I just
some
take
shit.
whole baths.
Yeah.
And spring
He
water.
uses, you know that squirter from the kitchen sink? He just uses that.
Right. He just got a
Just a good-
spray bottle
Like I
with
said, I
some
just
Right.
take- I just
alkaline
take
water
whole
in it.
baths.
Like, I'm fine. Just.
Eric's
He
gonna
don't
beat
bathe.
us up, y'all. He
I
probably
really
a true
go to
gangster.
Chevron in the mornings when I get coffee and just take a whole bath.
Exactly. I run myself through the car wash.
I think Eric takes a
Shout
bath,
out
Lord
to Eric
Jesus.
Benet. Well, hey, so let me ask you, John, what's your favorite? What was your favorite Hollywood couple growing up, or ever?
Couple.
My favorite, my favorite Hollywood couple growing up was Puff Daddy and Jennifer Lopez.
I'm not mad at that. Puffy and J Lo was cool
I love me.
until they got shot at. Yeah, until they got shot
And
up.
she's like,
Yeah.
I can't do this, Puffy. This is not my life.
It was like the ultimate betrayal
Yeah.
love story.
We stopped fucking with J Lo after she
Yeah,
kind
we
of
sure
bounced.
did.
After
'Cause
she
we was
left
like,
Puffy,
bitch, you ain't
yeah.
ready.
No, that she
You ain't ready for the
again.
streets.
You know, they even talk about it like now with all the Rodriguez and all that stuff that she had. She
Yeah.
was nobody until she got with Puffy.
Right.
She
Man.
was just a little dancer. You
I'm
know what
telling
saying?
you.
He one called her J-Lo, put her in the videos, made her who she
Had
was.
her skipping in the
and
shorts
then
and
she went
shit.
back over and got with a skadun. You know what I'm saying?
With a
Well,
skadun.
I remember
Shout out
her as
to
a
Uncle.
fly girl, and I was like, oh my God, she's so pretty, and she just killing it. I loved J-Lo as a fly girl, and I remember she was on That's the Way Love Goes. She was in the
I didn't know
video.
none of that till afterwards.
She was one of the dancers.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then
she was.
I saw her in Selena, and she murdered that
She
role.
killed
Oh, yeah, she killed
That's
Selena.
a sad story.
That's a horrible story.
I didn't even know who Selena was because
Nobody black knew.
Because
who
you're
it
from
was.
Minnesota.
Because I'm from Minnesota. We didn't listen to Tejano.
Tejano.
No.
Well, I grew up in LA, so we knew who
But
was
now
Selena.
Yeah,
I'll
we
sing you
did.
all of Selena stuff. You want me when we do karaoke? I'll sing you some Selena.
There you
stuff.
go. Yeah.
Hey, I'll sing it for y'all. Late at night when
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
shit.
You know, I was watching, I don't know if it was on Big Boy or Breakfast Club or something like that, but they were talking to Kim Kardashian in regards to,
Oh shit.
was it North, how much money North has, and how did she tell her, how are you telling your kids how you became famous?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I have a television, we're on TV. But that's really not the truth.
That is a fucking lie.
You might have added Ray J into that. 'cause
Yeah, you're going to have
that's
to take her
where it
back to the
all-
start.
Well, no, she's the most famous porn star of all time.
Yeah, she
But
is.
her kids are saying, how you were famous, how did you become famous? She says,
Could we
I
have a TV show? Could we have a
no.
TV show?
Can we go back? Can we just do some Michael
Kids,
Jackson?
how did you get that TV show? With
Let's
your
go.
hot coos?
Shout out to Ray J. Shout out.
That was
Big
a
up Ray
horrible
J.
sex tape, though. That
Yeah,
shit
it was. You know, it was like the
so
beginning
whack.
of sex tapes. It was like when sex tapes
I
was
mean, she
sex
was in her
tapes.
early 20s. She didn't know how to get
Well,
down
wasn't
and do
Paris
the...
Hilton kind of like the first though? She was
Paris
one.
Hilton was.
She had
Yeah,
one too?
Hers came out
Yeah,
first.
Paris
yeah.
was the
First.
one that jumped it off.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout
Yeah.
out to Paris Hilton.
Paris
And what
Hilton
was the
was-
girl that was on the Atlanta, whatever?
Oh, the one who was swinging from the fucking shower thing?
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
I
That
don't know.
never
Mimi.
popped up.
Mimi.
Yeah.
She ended up with another girl.
Oh, she did. She went back
Man,
to chicks.
men
She
messed her up.
bisexual. Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm just
I
saying,
guess
like,
that
in the
pole
sense
in
where...
the shower messed her up.
Well, no,
Yeah, messed her
that
up
Nico,
mentally.
That's
I
too
mean, I
much
don't know
diggling
Nico,
for me.
but I just feel that whatever he was controlling and doing and getting her to do and stuff, she just like, I don't want to be with guys anymore. I mean,
Shout
she
out-
probably was always bisexual, which is fine. It's not
Shout
a
out to
problem.
Eric Benet.
But,
dickmatized.
but I mean, I
Oh,
think
what?
that her feelings were hurt with Stevie. And
Shout
then
out to
I
Stevie
feel
J.
that
My
Nico
guy.
was just really trying to like
Stevie
Take
J.
it- he took
control
advantage
her.
of
Yeah,
that.
he took advantage of her.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think, and she just doesn't. She probably just doesn't want to deal with
He
men.
didn't
at
take. He didn't take.
All right,
advantage.
caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Thank you for calling in.
Y'all tripping.
Burn.
Look here, Kim's fucking resume goes back in since what 90.
What's on her resume before
resume
sex tape?
started, as soon as she started
Yeah,
getting
she
plastic
dated
surgery.
Dallas Austin.
As soon as
She
she
did
started
Dallas
getting
Austin?
plastic surgery, her
The music
resume
producer.
kicked off. She has hit more NBA players than they hit each other.
Oh,
Trust me.
God damn.
Great way to put that.
Yeah,
Vern.
but
Well,
where did her
Vern.
real fame come
She done
from?
seen more dick
Neighborhood
than a
love.
and we not even finna get started. And then this dumbass
wrong with
nigga
that?
gonna sit up here and try to get mad because they talked about her. Nigga, they done fucked her. Everybody done fucked her.
Wow,
Now
Vern,
you
you
want to
need a
make her
mic
your
song.
wife.
But this is the thing. People need to respect Kim because she fucks the right people.
Hey, hold up
Hold
though.
on,
Hold
wait a
up
minute,
though.
hold
Hey,
on.
Vern.
Hold
Vern.
on.
Hey,
Let me say this. Let me say this.
hey, Vern.
Oh,
Though.
bro, we got a question for you.
Vern, you look at it like this. They say that marriage is a social economic relationship. So that's a great fit, Kanye and her, in regards to the economic piece.
Got $1 billion
Kanye's a
out of
smart.
it.
Wait a minute.
smart
If you say
businessman.
that,
He
you
made
might
$1 billion.
as well say Beyonce and Jay-Z did because they got more money than Kanye and Kim.
Well, I think Jay-Z trying to get his hair as long as Beyonce. They competing right
That's
now. I don't know
hilarious.
what's going on.
That's hilarious.
Look,
Kanye trying to get
I
his
love
hair.
that
You got the
Jay-Z
Basquiat
has
thing
hair
I'm
going.
like
done.
that.
Are
You
we
know
gonna
why?
ever see her real hair?
Who, Beyonce?
Beyonce.
I don't think we've ever
No,
seen
she
Yeah.
that.
had it once.
She showed
in
it.
that song.
She
Me,
been around,
Myself,
what,
and
40
No,
years?
no, she just
Well,
showed
more
her
or less,
hair. Like
this is
recently,
what
her
it
mom
is.
pressed
I
it. She put it in
think
a
that
ponytail.
she has a
showed it on
contract
Instagram.
with somebody who does hair, and that's what she does, and that's why she has all these different hairstyles because she has a contract.
Who, Beyonce or Kim Kardashian?
Beyonce. Kim.
I would imagine that'd be smart business.
I'm not hating on Kim, and I don't have nothing against Kim. Kim got up the way she got up, just like her sisters, all of them. The only one that ain't fucked the black dude was the one that
Courtney.
got the baby with Disick. That's the only one who ain't had a
I
black
ain't gonna
dude.
say.
Well,
I
she
ain't-
with Travis Barker, so I'll give him like a black
They
pass.
got a big house. You don't know who spent the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
We
not
don't
go
know
that
who coming
far.
through.
Nigga. Somebody hit that. I know for a fact.
The
nigga.
whole, if all the white girls is hitting, it ain't just one. Ain't.
Ain't just gonna, ain't gonna be no one sister like
Yeah.
I'm too good for black.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nah,
Kris
nigga.
Jenner
I don't want
started
to
to
date a
date
black
black.
guy. No,
Yeah,
Vern.
they mama
No,
fuck
no,
black.
no.
I'm like, get
It
it.
just shows.
Hold on, Vernon. How did you look at that nigga when he was dating the mama though?
Oh yeah.
Everything had the same look. Every nigga was really nigga.
You talking about the nigga with the childbearing hips?
Nigga, that's
With the-
hilarious. That's hilarious,
Vern.
nigga. Whoever this
Vern,
nigga
you ain't
is.
right.
She did. Shit,
I thought he was a trainer.
She's still with that dude, ain't she?
She's used to childbearing hips.
I thought he was.
Caitlin.
Wasn't he a trainer?
Shout out,
Wasn't
Caitlin.
the brother a trainer?
I don't know what he was. He was training something.
I think he was training her, and then he smoothed this. When she said this my trainer, every nigga in the world knew what was going on.
like,
We like, oh, this nigga pulling the
Oh,
leg.
speaking of that, what
trying to
about
come
your
up.
homegirl getting ready to try to go for governor?
Who's that?
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
The other childbearing hips.
Oh
Caitlyn who?
wow.
Who's Caitlyn?
Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
You mean
she
Bruce?
wants to run for political. She wants to run for
talking about
governor
Bruce Jenner,
in
nigga?
L.A.
Let's keep it in
That ain't
perspective.
gonna happen.
You mean the shim?
The shim.
I call nigga Bruce, nigga. His mama
Shit.
named him Bruce.
Both of
I'ma
y'all
call him Bruce.
disrespectful.
If
Nah, nigga, it ain't
whoever that
Bruce.
is win, there's gonna be a lot of shit going on.
Look, all I know is that if Caitlyn is happy
Well, you
with
know the
who Caitlyn
LGBT
is,
community is
It's
real
big.
strong,
Yeah, they
boys. So
strong.
you know Black Lives Matter ain't Black Lives Matter
Here's
no
the
more.
thing.
They
Look,
LGBT.
I don't.
They started
I just
that way.
want the
Yeah.
right candidate to do the right thing for
What
the
is the
state.
right? How is that? Why do we still believe in the right candidate? What is, this
I
is a
know
myth.
everybody's
How does that
crooked,
mean?
but let's just hope that somebody won't.
Why
be.
hope? Why hope?
Bruce,
though?
Caitlyn Jenner has no political background.
Right. So I don't know.
So
if
why
that-
would we feel like
Neither
he's
did
even
that
qualified to
jackass,
even
neither
run?
did 45,
She's
but guess what
qualified.
happened? He got in office.
I don't vote, right? But I think if you guys are all gonna waste your time in voting, you should at least pick the most crooked person who's gonna do what you want them to do at least.
I mean, you can say a lot about 45, but I'm gonna say it like this. That's gangster as hell right there. You know what I'm saying? When you can check South Korea, North Korea,
All right, y'all.
Baltimore,
Thanks, Vern.
All right,
you know what I'm
Vern.
saying? You can check everybody.
Did
and
he
you,
check
and
them
you
or did
can
he
grab
just, like, work
coochies
through?
and do whatever.
He did
That's
say grab him
gangster.
by the pussy. He did say that.
That's gangster.
I'm gonna tell you.
And then,
the-
okay, like the other
He
thing
was
about it
working
is
some
that
deals with him. I
he
don't think he
got
checked
folks
them.
coming in. He got Ice Cube coming in with the black plan. Got Kanye coming in with the black plan. I ain't got no email, no plan yet. I'm just trying to figure out how these folks going to talk to this
Lil
fool
Wayne
about the
went.
plan. Everybody got a plan.
Lil Wayne.
I ain't get
how
the
you gonna
email
speak
either.
for all of us with no? You need my email address, right? I don't know how y'all. I don't got the plan.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
got
didn't
the
ask. They
plan?
didn't consult me. I didn't get
But
the vote.
45, as much as people hate him,
The
I just
poll.
think he's gangster for real. He shows what America's really, really all about.
He
In
did.
regards
Absolutely.
to saying that you could be racist,
Corruption.
you could be prejudiced, and they all have different meanings, and you could just be whoever you really want to be, and the world gonna accept you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an international thing. He went Middle East. He talked about it on them. He went to Korea. He went to China. Y'all gonna pay.
Lined
you know
them
what
up
I'm
and
saying?
shot them down.
Right. So I understand we
Let's
may
go,
not
we
like
gonna build
all
a
of
border.
him.
He called
but
that shit the Kung Flu.
that's gangster.
I thought that shit was genius.
Well,
that nigga
the
said
thing-
the Kung Flu.
the thing
was
about Trump that I do
disrespectful.
appreciate,
Gangsta
that I will
though.
say, and I don't care what anybody says, you're right. He did expose how people think. And it exposed all these people that were trying to cover up this racism and try to, like, because I'm from Minnesota and I dealt with a lot of people who try to pretend, oh, they're not racist. And I'm like, I've been through hell. Are you kidding me? And, you know, we've all been through hell. I mean, I don't know if you've ever worked. I'm not saying all white people are like this because they're not. But, like, I've been in situations where it was really difficult for me. And he brought it out. And it was exposed I don't feel that, like, if this thing happened with George Floyd and Derek Chauvin, if we didn't have Trump in office to expose how awful and nasty people have been, and this whole COVID happening, I mean, we were forced to watch, or they were forced to watch what was happening. Because we've all, in our community, we've always known what's going on.
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Only reason I'm going to say pump your brakes is because Rodney King got his ass kicked.
You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That was
And
also a different time.
It don't matter, though. It's still the same element.
You're right.
So
but I'm
was
talking about how
years
other people
ago.
think. I'm talking about, like, these are generations of different kids. During that time, that's the 80s, I was a kid. So, like, the way I think and the way you think. And
Only
the way
reason
that
I'm
you
saying that is because everybody put a lot of emphasis on it was recorded. It's a lot of recorded scenarios
Right.
that's been put out there.
But
see,
the
thing
COVID
is,
made everybody sit and watch it. See what I'm saying?
Thing is, it's
No,
political.
We've
Rodney
been
King-
screaming this for the longest
Rodney
time.
King was showed over and over and over and
I
over
know,
and over
but
again.
but these are the kids. So, like, it's the generation.
Can I put something out there?
Yeah.
I was a child when the Rodney King thing happened, right?
Me too.
So just in perspective and seeing, and then I grew up in the technology age, right? So in perspective, I honestly believe that they show us these footage. These things are not just
To
happening
desensitize us.
to desensitize the world
Right.
to what's happening to us.
Right.
Because this happens to, if anybody has enough encounters with police officers, something's going to happen to you. I'm
Right.
sure there's been an Asian man who's been beaten by a police officer. I'm sure there's been an African man who's been beaten by, we would never see it though. You know what I'm saying? You would never see a cop put his knee on someone else's neck or anything like that, another race of people, and them show the whole event.
Right.
I honestly think they do that to us to desensitize the world. This is why we can rap about murder on songs. We can rap about killing black people on songs. No one says anything. If you say you're going to kill a gay person, they'll shut that whole shit down.
Right,
Or a
right,
If you
white
say I'm going to
person.
kill an Asian person
Right.
or a Middle East, they'll shut the whole shit down.
Right,
But
right.
as long as you singing about killing niggas and calling black women bitches, no one, they let it go.
Yep.
It's like they don't.
So we
give a
can't,
fuck.
at some point, you can't say it's racist because I live around East Indian people. They're darker than me.
Right.
They don't have any issue with white people. White people don't come fuck with them.
Nope.
This to East Indian people. I live around y'all. They nasty. They ghetto as shit. They loud. They don't get noise complaints called on them. None of this shit happens to what happens to us. They don't happen to other
Right.
dark-skinned
I agree
people,
with you.
You know what I mean? So I just think that we're targeted worldwide. You know what I mean? By this, everybody. I think-
Why do you think that is, though, Nick?
because what we don't realize as people is the world lives off of our blood.
Yep.
When
And
you-
our
when you
resources
go-
in Africa.
When you track, and I ain't African, so I'm not going that far, sister.
I'm
But-
just saying
but
where
when
our
you track,
history comes
we
from.
ain't African. But when you track, our history, right, and you look at the Asian community, right, they thrive off of our downfall. So the fact that black women don't like their hair, right, don't like the way they look, Asian community are able to send their kids to college based on this philosophy, right? The East Indian people opened up 7-Eleven to sell alcohol, opened up liquor stores in our community. They're able to send their kids to school through this. This is all created through our downfall. Jewish people run the music industry in Hollywood. Look how they depict us. They let us talk about killing one another because it sends their kids to school. So everybody makes money off of your blood, but us. We're the only people who just spend our money trying to
On
subsidize the shit.
shoes.
But I think
Cars.
I don't blame black people because when you really look at it, any victim would do that. Any victim that's stuck in a situation that can't get out, you're gonna try to make the best of it.
Right.
Convince yourself that you're not in prison anymore.
Right.
Convince yourself that this person cares about you. You know what I'm saying? When you look
Makes
at
a lot of sense.
every race of people makes money off of us. Every nationality, worldwide.
You know, I was watching this
Africans.
video game the other day.
Spanish. I just went and bought tacos.
It was a dance video game, and they were
That's
doing
fucking
all
hilarious.
the dances, all the dances we do,
Right.
And they were all white. I was like, "Is this your kid's video game?" I was like, "Lord Jesus!"
Yeah.
I was like, "They must have made this before 2020."
I used to have. I had a client, and one day I was in her house doing my thing, and her kids was talking like, you ain't going, and they was white. They like, this is a
Doing some secretion shit.
Hasidic, yeah, the Hasidic Jewish family, like head wraps the whole nine, and they was just like, and I must have been, they must have didn't realize I had came in the room, so I'm standing there like, you motherfuckers, and then the one sister seen, and she was like, and then she told the other siblings like, she right
But
there,
yeah,
and I'm
they
like,
were
you
profiting
fucking
on a black girl's
motherfuckers,
Who was back. the
yeah, I'm
first-
like, you motherfuckers.
Right? Who was the first white woman to wear braids?
Bo Derek.
Yep.
I don't even know that because of Jay-Z, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he said it in the song.
Oh,
right?
did he?
That's how
Okay, I
found
don't know.
out.
I remember, and I just remember we were all like, You just take everything.
So, something dynamic is what he said in regards to women hate their hair. Is that coming up in LA in the 80s, as you probably remember, it was the fly girl era.
Mm-hmm.
So girls used to get their hair cut. Literally get their hair done every week just to be super fly.
Right.
It was their natural hair. It was short. It was whatever that length was. They just had fly hair. Then came the weave came. Oh, that just went all out. The game just changed. Now you smell like plastic. It's all.
And you know what's interesting about it though? What's interesting? This is the part I find interesting. So when you look at history, black men went through the same process, right? So this time in history, we can all look back where black men was perming their hair, conking their shit to the side. But but then what happened? The 60s came. We snapped out of that shit.
Afro.
So I'm just so confused because, to your point, right? Because at that time, all the black women had their natural hair. So I just want to know, where did the change happen? What happened?
Videos.
To convince black women.
It was a couple of. Was it?
Shit,
I said it was Brandy, or was some? It was some artist.
Brandy had braids.
But I'm just saying, it was an artist. It was an artist. It was something in the entertainment
industry.
Was it
Mariah Carey?
That y'all seen this new look, and it took off. That's my understanding. I may not, don't quote me.
How I feel about it is because I love the hair culture. I'm all about the hair culture. So I love the fact that as black women, we can be so versatile. I could put my weave in. I could wear my natural. I can get my hair braided. I could do a twist out.
But y'all can't go swimming. You know what I'm saying? Where's the diversity?
I can go swimming.
I can swim.
Wait, hold up. I can
go swimming. I can swim.
I can go swimming, but I
like
cannot do all the
look
weaves.
like a
My
duck.
hair can't hold all of it. You guys, John Cia was here last week, a couple weeks ago. Shout out to John Cia. If you guys go on my Instagram, you will see I got my first weave thanks to John Cia.
Oh,
I wanted a weave. I wanted to see what it was all about.
How did that go?
I wanted to take that. It looked good. I looked amazing, but I want to take that shit out.
She did a whole day like this.
I'm telling
I
you.
did the patent.
I always ask the women, it's interesting, she said, but I look good. I always ask the women this, which is fine, but I always ask black women, have you ever asked a black man if they like weaves?
Black men?
No. It's just a question.
Yes.
Anything that black women do, has black women ever just inquired to the consumer?
We
spoke about this earlier about to the consumer.
It's not for other men, it's for other women. We
I don't give a fuck about
you see how ridiculous that sounds.
No, but you know what?
But I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Hold on,
You're not even
I
marketing
don't give a
to
fuck
the
about
consumer.
none of that shit.
You got to look at.
I don't give a fuck about none of that
break it down,
shit.
brother.
Let's put it in perspective.
Break it down, brother.
Women drink brown liquor. Women smoke cigars now, right? Women buy men's cologne. Women wear men's
Who
watches.
are these women?
So who are you really appealing to?
Are they dykes?
You know what I'm saying? No, but y'all know, if you see another woman and she got on some nice shoes and she dressed a certain way, dudes don't do that.
I don't know.
You might say you got some
Facts.
cool kicks on.
Facts.
We ain't gonna be talking about, nigga, you look fly, nigga, your hair is
y'all
bomb.
like, man, your shoes is
Shoes.
dope.
That's it.
Shoes.
You better not look past a nigga's
stopping at
shoes.
the
Man,
feet.
that double-breasted jacket,
Never.
man.
You can say a hat and shoes.
Hat, shoes.
Watch, hat, shoes, watch.
Yeah.
That's
Or
it.
your giddy up is all good,
Yeah.
but
Man,
y'all
your
be
dreads.
like, girl,
Nah,
and she be like, oh,
leave
I
my
got
hair
this
alone,
dress
nigga.
at Dee and
Fuck
woo,
that,
woo, woo.
I'm out of here. He said DD's. I'm
Yeah, they
The
make
way the
a
man
girl
jumped
spinning
pulling
on
out
another
the
girl
family
around.
feud cards, y'all. This nigga said, got the dress at DD's.
Well, back in the 90s, I dressed like,
You better
shout
lie
out
if
to
you got that dress at
TLC.
DD's.
You suggest like TLC?
TLC.
TLC
Yes,
was
I
the
did.
shit.
I used to put Band-Aids on, and then when nobody, when I was around my mom, I put a condom on. I was like, ooh.
I remember that.
bad.
Yeah, who was?
They both
It was
look
some rap. I
bad.
think it was Snoop Dogg. He had the hat that had the condom on the side.
Yeah.
And I remember I lived in LA.
That's promoting safe sex.
They used to sell this hat. So my stepdad at the time, he bought
Oh.
one from the liquor store and shit. And I never forgot. I took that shit to school, and I walked. Nigga, I was 5 seconds in school. Them niggas snatched me up so fast.
Right.
It had a
Show
big ass condom, nigga, green condom on the side.
On the side.
I'm in like junior
Show
high,
ass in the
nigga,
office.
just styling. I came in and shit. Like, what up, nigga?
Show ass in the
That
office.
nigga's like, nigga,
Man,
what the
shout out to Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre for inspiring me in Minnesota to wear
hilarious.
button downs, Dickies.
Wow.
I wore all of it.
Was it a
Wow.
big West Coast influence in Minnesota or East
Yeah,
Coast?
that was the 90s. That was like Snoop Dogg came out. I was like, oh,
That's
it was
hilarious.
like Dr. Dre, all of
Well, yeah,
it.
he did wear
BET.
Cause I heard he rocked the when he had the hockey jersey on.
Yeah.
So I heard he captivated a lot of people from like Pittsburgh,
LA
and,
Kings.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got everybody.
I mean, you
rocking
know, when
hockey
you look
jerseys
at
and shit.
that whole West Coast story, they've documented it, but they show you that.
Oh,
you know,
Peck in the building.
Haley.
That
Hello,
whole migration.
Haley.
Hello,
Hi.
Haley. She's Asian.
I'm in the
so
big
fuck with
chair.
her.
I'm in the big chair today.
Hello. That was fucked up, Anthony Wanzer.
No, we didn't. It's still right here. What do you think it's gonna be, Haley?
I think it's gonna be a boy.
Everybody keeps saying
Why? Why, boy?
She carrying high. Let me get.
Cause Haley. Never mind. I'm just gonna put you down for boy.
Well, I mean, I think you're gonna have a boy, but because everybody says boy, I'm just gonna say girl. 'Cause
Okay.
you gotta have the opposite.
All right.
I'm there to make I want to argue about it.
Did you vote, Nick?
I'm gonna say. Listen. I told you 2 weeks ago. I thought it was a boy.
Oh.
But yeah, I think you have twins though.
And then your response is, oh,
think
like
you're gonna have
everybody
twins.
knows.
I hope
So
you
I'll
got quadruplets. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I hope that shit just keep coming.
God ain't gonna do me like that.
Surprises do happen because
He said,
sometimes
pew, pew,
one
pew,
baby
pew.
covers the other baby, and
That's
then
what
all
I'm
of a sudden you
saying.
find
That's-
out you have twins. That's what happens.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Ain't no all of a sudden nothing.
You trying to get two? Listen, the worst thing I experienced is being around the only children. Like if you're only child, they just y'all come out weird like that. So you should not do that to a kid.
The
You
worst
can
thing
back
that
to
ever
back
happened
that
to me
nigga,
is when
back
my
to
mom
back.
had
So how many
more
brothers
kids.
and sisters you have?
8.
You have
I'm
eight
an only
brothers
child,
and
so I
sisters?
just feel offended. So I'm like,
No,
you
listen, it's
I'm
not
an
a
only
good.
child,
Listen,
so,
dog. It's not a. Listen,
you know,
and y'all.
But I had my mother's 7 to 13 kids, and my father's oldest of 9, so I had a lot of cousins.
See,
It was
then,
almost
that makes
like-
sense, and you get balanced like
Yeah,
that.
you get balanced.
If you
You're
grow
right.
up with kids your age, that like even me, like I grew up with my older brother, but my cousins and my uncle were around the same age as me. So that was like my brothers too. So if you grew up in that situation, you learn how to share. You learn how to care about other
share.
people.
You're not self-centered.
Right, simple shit like that. But I think when people are only children, they don't have large families. They're a little.
There's a
grow up
lot
They
of
weird.
middle children in 8.
Yeah, but I think you know, and it's funny you say that though. But for the most part, only the girls have that complex, that middle child. You left me out, shit going on. All the boys, we good. We don't give a fuck. We happy. We got 8, 9.
Man, I'm
Girls
still
say.
bitter at my mama for having more kids.
Nah, you know.
Hell yeah, she
You
had.
what, the oldest?
I'm the oldest, but you should have stopped that greatness. What's
I
up,
mean-
caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Nick, that shit was soft. Share shit. Fuck all that. No.
You said what?
Hey, man, fuck all that sharing shit. No, it's
Oh,
mine.
he's the only
Get your
child.
ass
See?
from over here.
He's the only child. See what happened?
Oh, okay.
He said, "Fuck all that
See,
sharing
he
shit."
can't even understand.
Hey, so
the
Vern, you
concept.
know about
No,
when
it's more or less like this. If you have something and they see you with it, guess what? They want what you got.
Oh my
All right,
God,
hold on.
Vernon!
I gotta ask a
That
question.
is
Vern.
mentally wrong.
I gotta ask the question, Vern. Okay, have you? Because I'm an only child syndrome situation where if I
There's no
take
such
you
thing
out
as
on a
only
date,
child syndrome.
Yes, it is, boy. Now listen.
if you take you out on a date and I order some French fries and you say, "Can I have some of your fries?"
The date's
Like,
over, nigga.
I'ma say, "I buy you your own fries." You know what
That's
I'm saying?
most men.
That's
No, it's not.
that's
It's not.
Those are single niggas. Single
So, Vern.
children niggas right there.
Yes.
we
that.
fall in the same prospect of only children here.
Yes,
or no?
I just want a couple fries. I just want like 4.
I'm gonna get you your own
Hold
basket.
on.
See, you know what I would do? I'm just gonna order a large,
let
baby.
me go
And we
ahead
good.
and
I'm
calm
just
gonna
down
order a
first,
large.
'cause
See,
you
just
asking
give me a
for shit.
couple. I
Hold
just
on
want a
first.
few.
But
I don't want a
First
whole
and
basket.
foremost, if we're on a date and
Pop.
you had a chance to order you something, order what you
had a
want.
chance to order.
And I
You had
ordered
the
what I
chance.
want.
No, Vernon, I'm gonna tell you straight up right now.
Hold on, let him finish.
And see, now, then you're going to piss me off, and then we're going to get off on a bad foot.
Vernon, seriously.
You
Seriously.
looked at the menu just like I looked at the menu. You pick what you wanted. I pick what I wanted.
Don't be.
Now, there's no need unless I ask you, hey, do you want some? Or we have come to an agreement where we're going to order and share. That's a whole nother bag of worms. But you will not wait until I order what I want and then ask me, oh, can I get some? I'm
But
going to
Vernon-
look you dead in the face and go, no.
What if they don't know what it looked like till you get to the table?
Right. We just want to bite.
What if I just want to taste it, Vernon?
Wait,
I just want
wait.
to taste.
You go order their own.
Thank you. If you want some fries, oh, she want to order fries with that too.
No.
She want to order fries with that too.
See, yeah,
See, that's why
yeah.
you go to
Yeah,
like
see,
the
I
Chinese
share.
restaurants, so you get a whole bunch of variety and y'all share everything.
Would you do? Are you willing to do that?
Wait, where you get that lie from?
Where you get that lie from?
God damn, Vern.
Nigga said, where did you get that lie from?
Because see, this is my thing.
funny shit.
If I want something, I'm going to get my own. I don't ask you for yours because that irritates a lot of people, even though they may not admit it. It's irritating as hell to have your mouth fixed for something and you specifically fixed it for yourself, and you know this is finna slap. Can I get
what is the difference between 1 bite or 2 bites?
Because
what is the
it's
difference?
my 1 bite or 2 bites I'm not getting.
But what if you want one? This nigga.
And look, and Brian, look, and this is the difference. So like the difference in having a lot of siblings is we kind of relish in sharing. It just becomes a natural thing.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's
No,
never,
no, I
so
don't relish in it.
Shoes, socks,
So like,
drawers.
yeah,
I don't
so
relish-
like, I never.
I don't
Put it
relish
like
in
this
it.
for everybody in the room. You have a favorite ice cream or whatever it is. I don't care if you're lactose intolerant, whatever, just go with it. It's whatever it is that you like the most. Candy, whatever.
Right.
And you have found this candy. And you have thought to and you got it in your mind, I'm finna
That's
fuck
selfish,
this
Brian.
candy up when I get where I'm going or whatever. Now, you done got your mouth fixed for these 52 pieces of candy.
52, nigga. You gonna get a sweet
25, fuck it, 20. You got your mouth fixed for these 20 pieces of candy.
That's some fat
Now,
shit. Brian.
somebody,
You
now
know,
your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whoever you with, or what the fuck ever, I don't care, come up and say, hey, can I get a piece? No!
Vernon, you don't
Vern.
feel good to
Okay,
share?
so what if I had 20 pieces of candy and you wanted one?
Well, I would
It's
go buy my
different.
own.
It's a difference.
Really?
Yeah,
No, it's a difference,
What-
Celia.
Yeah,
What's
you-
the difference?
You gonna share?
Because,
Oh, now I gotta share?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, because I'm
here's
only
the thing.
child. You ain't gotta
When
like you share with a
have
whole bunch
yours-
of folks.
Oh
You
my
share with
God! Now I gotta share with you because you the only child. This about a
No.
bitch.
When you, wait. Here's something you learn when you're an only child. When you have your own, it's yours.
It's called imaginary friends and pet rocks.
You call it what you want. I lived and I grew up great. I didn't have to share shit. I didn't have to be bothered with other folks lying on me and doing all this other shit, and I get blamed for it. No. So when some shit happened, you did it because you was the only motherfucker here.
And you know what? We roll like that. Like I went to Vegas. I ain't riding with nobody. I ain't getting in nobody's car. I'm driving my own car. If I
Exactly.
want to
And
go, I
you
want to
just
go.
love your
I ain't
own
with you.
space.
You can meet me at Sahara. I'm see you there. Because I don't want to be waiting
and
on
there's nothing
you.
wrong with that. When you are only child, a lot of the times, you love your own space. But when you have multiple people in the house, you can never have time you can never be to yourself.
That's my
You
point.
always got to
Yeah.
be with other
See how
people.
you think? See how you think? That's horrible. Listen, Vern.
That is wrong, Vern. That's
That's the wrong
wrong.
way to
Vern,
think.
are
That's
you
wrong.
single?
Of course, he hates
That's
people.
wrong.
Listen to him.
You say you hate people.
Listen to this nigga.
Look,
Hey,
I'm
man.
a little bit of both.
Look, he
because
said he ain't lying. Look.
He's-
I have.
Vern
my
sound like
sisters
he
are
bubble
12 and
wrapped
14
over
years
there.
older,
I'm
so-
telling you,
Thank-
Vern got that only child
Thanks,
syndrome
Vern.
so bad.
Vern is
So
it
bad,
every
it's the
time.
worst.
He bubble wrapped over there.
No, you bubble wrap too, because how you going to say if I have something, then I'm supposed to share it with you?
I mean, you know, there is some dysfunction in the whole situation. I mean, you know, I had to.
What would God say?
Yeah, what would Jesus do?
He the one
Yeah.
made this situation, so you know, hey.
What he asked Cain, was he his brother's keeper? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're supposed to be your brother. You're supposed to share.
Maybe my mama wasn't a freak. So
You
my
wouldn't
daddy
give
only
me
got it
4
one
French
time.
fries.
I mean, I
You
don't
wouldn't
know.
give
I mean,
me
if I'd had a
4 French
sister,
fries out of your McDonald's.
I feel some kind of way. That I would do it. I would share just because I'm a kind individual.
The first
But
date, the second hell no.
I'm really cool on you at that point because I'm go back to Vern where I'm like,
What?
I'm letting you order what you want, and then I'm gonna order what I want. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the opposite. If I was on a date with a woman and I asked her for some of her food and she said no, oh, that should have wrapped. I saw that whole shit up right there. I'm like, you know, just gonna get the check real quick. Just go ahead.
Wow.
That shit over.
Exactly.
And that shit right there.
But I've had a lot
I
like,
couldn't
reach
be around.
over and be like, hey.
Now, if she reach on my plate, that's different. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I ain't gonna play that
And
shit.
it ain't so much you ask. You asking with a reach.
Yeah, don't
well,
reach
can
on
I
my
get
shit.
some of your like? Hold on. wait,
Yeah, but
wait.
would you be offended because like I don't
I'm
want
already
you
offended.
eating a bite. Like if I've never kissed you, I don't want you to take a bite of my cheeseburger.
That's
so
a
if I
good
cut
point.
you a little piece,
That's a good
would you
point.
be okay with that?
Yeah, yes, because my mom was a germaphobe when I was growing up,
Mm-hmm,
and I never forgot. I remember seeing somebody bite an apple, and they tried to hand it back to my mom.
After they bit an apple?
Right, and she gave me the apple. Was like, look at this shit. This nigga left teeth residue on, and that's what I did as a kid. So I always had to
Teeth
think about people
residue.
biting my shit.
Yes.
And
Or like eating out of a dish with pasta.
you ever had somebody
like,
share
put it
your
on a
cereal?
plate.
You ever had somebody scoop your cereal?
Yeah.
No.
That's the most disrespectful shit
No.
you can imagine.
Soup?
No.
cereal.
Pasta?
I can
No.
imagine.
No, it's all the same. It
Oh,
slurps
pasta,
back in.
yeah. Spaghetti, that's not cool either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bite your taco.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't fuck with none
Just
of
get
that.
it.
give you
just
some
get-
on a
I'll
plate.
give you some. I'll have no
I'll
problem
just give
sharing.
it to you.
I have no problem sharing or giving you a taco.
Yeah, I'll just give you a taco. I'm not going to.
But I might also ask for some of your shit too, just on GP.
That's,
just
see
because.
that.
I will
now
tell
I
you
feel you on
this.
that part. If you just doing it just cause, I'm not fucking with that.
Well, whatever.
I have had
We're
conversations.
sharing at this point.
I have had conversations with people that weren't black to explain why black people are germaphobes or that most of us are germaphobes. I don't care what anybody says. Most black people are germaphobes.
We are
came from,
germaphobes.
really, I mean, I go back to my grandmother and them. Their house was so damn clean.
White carpet and shit.
Yeah, white carpet. You had the plastic on the furniture. That spring cleaning in my grandma's house was spring cleaning. They
Right.
tear the whole house down, paint everything. You know, we grew up that way.
Well,
like
because in slavery back in the day, not saying your grandma was there. I'm talking about this is
She
the
was American
conditioning.
slave. She was
But I'm
American
just saying,
slave.
like they always said, you're dirty, you're nasty. We were the cleanest ones. We wash
Right.
our food.
Well, if you go back before slavery, right? If you go back to the 1500s, we ruled Europe, right?
Right.
This is where you get the invention of cologne and perfumes that originated from Europeans because they didn't shower and bathe. Culturally. So recently we found out white people don't wash their legs, right? Everybody remember
They
this?
don't wash their legs.
Y'all don't remember this? I didn't listen, y'all. You can't get mad at me because I didn't.
I'm gonna ask my white friends. I'm from Minnesota. I'm gonna get to the
White-
bottom of
Oh
this.
my God.
White people.
They hold
Are you sure?
They said the lady put on there about taking a shower, and she said that she don't scrub her legs. She said the water already hit the legs, so why you gotta wash them? And then a bunch of white people co-signed that shit and was like, "Yeah, like that's facts."
Is that like you don't wash your car because it's raining outside?
Exactly.
It gotta
Like,
be
niggas
something
with
like
that kind
that.
of like not that the bird shit's gonna move because of the sprinkle or nothing. You don't need to get the bird shit off. You just want it to be. That was the logic that this person put ahead. You know, so you can look at history, and we happen to be the cleanest culture of people. You know what I'm saying? We actually invented soap and
Wow.
deodorant
I'm not
and toothpaste.
surprised.
Oils.
and toothpaste.
I'm not surprised.
So that's our culture that we invented these things. So I don't think that white people are dirtier than us. I just think it's a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
Some people
definitely
just don't
a
wash their
cultural thing.
legs. Shit. You know?
Okay, so I have a story
Well,
about
not,
that.
Yeah, not all white people are
Ask
dirty.
your Minnesota people.
My brother,
I am. I said I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
my brother, shout out Maurice. He told me
Shout out to Maurice.
if his girlfriend and him ran out of soap, that they would wash up with shampoo, or she would wash up
Okay,
with shampoo.
Okay.
She would wash up with shampoo,
That makes
and I
sense,
was
though.
like,
Burn
the
it.
I'm
fuck?
gonna tell you why that makes sense because the only reason you have bubbles in soap is to carry the dirt away.
No,
That's the only reason you have bubbles in soap.
but it's not soap.
I
don't
understand.
care.
No, I understand what
I
you
don't
mean.
care.
Right, I got
Shampoo
you.
is not soap, so
got you.
get some Dove.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, I would have just went to the store. I feel you.
What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
She was like, fuck.
Hi, this is Dana. I'm calling from the Valley.
Hi, Dana Dane.
Hold up,
How
Dana.
are
What's
you?
Hi. I believe you're having a boy.
You think I'm having a
But I
boy?
was
All right, I'm
hoping it
gonna
was a
put
girl.
one down for and another one down for boy. Y'all heavy on the boys today. So why do you think
No,
I'm having a
because
boy?
You done slipped up and said it so many times.
First
that-
of all, you ain't supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say that on the air, Dana. You're not supposed to say it. You're not supposed to say that. There's plenty of people, Dana, who didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Haley told
Sorry.
me.
Haley,
Because we don't really.
You
see
said
the
you wasn't
show,
gonna
so our
say
senses are
nothing.
heightened for hearing the show, so we pretty much, we know all kind of little slip ups you guys say and stuff
a
you
good
didn't
point.
mean for us to hear and all that other stuff.
okay.
Well, even though I think she hasn't having a girl.
Thank you.
I want her to have
don't-
a girl.
Thank you. Y'all don't know
Where's
what I'm
Dana from
having.
again? She got a nice voice. She looks like she could have a radio personality
Oh,
voice.
shit,
Dana, where you from?
I'm from Pasadena.
Yeah, she's from out here.
Oh, she from Dina. Okay.
Yeah, she's from the
All
Dina.
right, you know.
The
okay.
Dina.
I was
Dina?
checking you out too.
Oh shit.
Oh, really?
Oh shit! Ew, you stand up for her.
I'm 6'3". I might be too tall for the building.
Oh shit!
Do you like men from Oakland that knows how to ghost ride the
Yeah,
whip?
yeah, from the town. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh,
town,
from the she got the lingo.
town business. DM me. That's what Jay John would say.
Yes, like getting them
I
DMs.
was really interested in why you guys weren't talking more about business when he was there because Baby Mama was talking about him being, the businessman.
He is the businessman. We will. I got like a whole list of questions for Ilya, and he's
All
gonna
right,
be him.
Nick,
But
drop
do you
his
have
info
any
in the-
questions
in the
for your
chat.
business, Dana?
Say it again.
Do you have any questions that you want to ask Ilya about his business?
No, I just want to know how to get started. And he was talking about that. What is it called? Drop ship or something? And I heard somebody else talking about it.
So what I do,
they were talking about how it's a great way to like make money and have your own little micro business.
It is. It really is.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of online micro business opportunities. It's really sitting down with you for at least 1 hour and kind of getting an idea of what your business ideas are, what your timelines are, and then kind of what the goals are. And then we kind of look at less than 3 months, 6 months. What would that look like for you? And then if something you want to proceed with.
Okay. Well, Nick, drop that info in the chat and I'll pick it up.
And how can she reach you through? You have a business contact?
Yes.
That you could do it.
AskIlya, askilya.com is my website. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You get to my number, 424-789-0579, or Ilya, ILLYA, at askilya.com. So how
liking you it, but I heard you guys talking about white people and not being clean.
That's not what we said, Dana.
Dana.
That's not what we said. I said culturally they have different practices.
Not all.
Anyway,
some.
those people descended from the cave, so that's not too far from true.
Okay, well.
That is true. That's a good point. They are called Caucasians. So that's a good point.
Caucasians.
Well, the Caucasus Mountains,
Yeah,
that's where they come from.
Same thing.
Well, I just want everybody to know
Not in Minnesota.
that we're not saying all. We're saying some.
Yeah. We're not.
Look, Dana's quiet like
some practices.
But
because people always, with these white alliances, they always want us to know that don't look at them collectively, but so many people look at us collectively.
Yeah, I put them all together, Dana.
So true. That's true.
They are all together.
They're true. They all in the same boat.
They're true.
Fuck that.
One time I was taking a jog with my homegirl, and we're trying to get in shape. We're not in shape. That's why we're jogging. And this white guy was jogging by us, and he turned around and was like, I bet you guys won't be going to Roscoe's today. I'm like, first of all, nigga, I ain't been to Roscoe's in like 6 years. How dare you say some shit like that?
That was pretty funny, though.
You know what?
I mean, that's pretty fucking funny.
And you got to remember, he jogging, so that means he ran past
He
y'all.
did, and he turned
So he
around.
seen the question mark y'all was working with, and he
Exactly.
was like, oh, they working with a question mark, so yeah, they been over there eating some
I
chicken.
would have been so quick and said, if you don't mind your own business.
You know what I'm saying? We was like, fuck
What was he, a
you.
white guy?
He was white. Red, white.
Red,
And
white.
be like, and you eat
always-
raw
they're
meat. No, I'm
always-
just kidding.
They're always thinking they could say whatever to us, like we don't have feelings.
Exactly.
They can make their little comments, their little jokes, and we're just supposed to laugh it off. No, mind your own business.
Exactly. I should have said, raise your child not to be a school shooter then. How about that?
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a shootout in Minnesota at a middle school, and the middle school is right by.
Well,
This was yesterday or 2 days ago.
there's enough news in Minnesota. Yes.
God, I
Yeah,
wish
we
my
give them a
town
break.
would get it
Minnesota's hot right
together.
now.
Up in like
We can give them a break.
no
in
other.
Minnesota.
Like that's all we talk about is Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now we're just let's research the whole place and just find out, why they're so inherently racist.
I already know why. Girl, I'm from there. I will tell you, break it down
know.
and twist it. They need to listen and take accountability and fix it. It's been bad for a long time.
But how
Dana,
many
stay
black
there.
people really live there?
A lot.
Dana, stay right there, because I want to put something on the table. I'm assuming because we keep speaking about racism that you guys believe in equality. Is that true?
Depends.
Like, do you think equality is possible? Is my question.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not
Right.
with greedy, powerful
No.
people.
If all things accounted for, right? Do you think it's possible for everyone to live peacefully on this earth?
I believe it's peacefully, but without the way the world is, and I believe white supremacy is global. I don't believe it's just in the States.
Right.
So I would say no, because there's always going to be a power struggle. And let's say all the black people were just gone and eradicated. Some group has to be less than superior. Some group has to be superior, and another group has to be treated less than superior. If it was just white people, they would divide amongst themselves and treat other white people bad. That's just what it is.
Thank you, Dana. That was my point of bringing that up. Is somebody has to be on top and someone's going to be on the bottom.
It's a form of genocide.
So right, but I don't think it's genocide. I think that's nature, right? When you look at nature,
But is in
leaders
our
and
nature
followers.
genocide so natural in a sense? We're constantly looking from a global perspective
you're right.
that people got to die and people got to live.
Right.
Then we got war and we got
Facts.
we got peace. So the peace part never really I couldn't get fixated on that when we have so much war. How
Right.
we gonna have? It's almost like if you look at the gang violence and grow up in the Bay, here in L.A. and you talk about truce, but look at how many people died. Is it really a truce? You know what I'm saying? Is it really gonna be a peace when your cousin died for something that they believed in? It's no difference than the antics in the military. My grandfather was in the Navy. My father was in the Navy. Now I'm in the Navy. It's this whole systematic situation.
That's deep.
And
I think
that's what it is to me. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was okay. I think that we are the only beings or animals that have that mentality. Like whales don't fucking fight other whales.
No,
Like that's not.
No, they do. That's why I asked this question. My thing with, I feel like we remove ourselves from the reality of what's going on. And when you look at nature, everything is in this paradox of survival, right?
Yeah.
And everything is subjected to this. As a human being, to think that we're not subjected to the same reality.
Like you look at
is
the
delusional.
flower, the insect is eating the flower, then
But we're all the insects.
The frog is eating the insect, and then the fish is eating the frog, and then the whale is eating the fish. It's this whole.
But we're all at the top,
and we
so if
were
we're all at the
but
top.
I think,
Then
but
why?
I think the
Natural
confusion.
selection.
I think the confusion
It
is.
has to-
I'm sorry,
Go
Dana.
ahead, Nick.
I think the confusion is to think that we're all supposed to be together, right? Because when we look at what's happening, the issue is we're all stuck in this one thing. The reason lions and tigers don't fight each other because they have their own space.
Mm-hmm.
A lion is able to be a lion. He's able to do whatever it is lions do, and a tiger don't get to govern that. A tiger don't get to come in and say we don't roar like that, or y'all niggas is roaring too loud, or you can't have 6 lionesses. You got to have one because I got one tiger bitch, so you need to have one. That doesn't happen. You understand? And that happens to us. We're still in captivity by the same people who took us. We don't have freedom. So I think that's a lot of the conflict that we're dealing with is we're not supposed to be a quote unquote United States. Yeah, if we're all supposed to be together, we all speak the same language.
We're
and look the
really
same.
not, because we're subjected at every point. So you think about that everything works together, and we all move in this same space, but someone has to rule over something else. Zebras stay out the way of lions because they know they will be eaten.
Facts. That's how I look at certain.
Look at y'all. Nick got y'all stuck over there.
No, I'm just thinking about the show Them. I was watching Them, and this is like I just finished it. Did you see Them?
I don't listen.
That's a different
I don't really
perspective.
fuck with them like that.
Who is this?
I don't fuck with them like that.
The TV show.
I know what you're saying. I'm telling you, I don't fuck with them like that enough to watch a show about them. So I'm cool.
Well,
I know
it's a
the
different kind of show.
I know it's about it. I know it's about it. I got
I was
the
just
message.
thinking about it, and I was just thinking about what you're saying, and I was like,
Listen, and this is hopefully, if you're a white person, you offended. I'm just stating facts, man. A group of people that can kill anything and hang it on their wall, that's a little disturbing.
No, that's the point. But man, I asked you a question, Nick.
What's up?
How do you deal with your mother-in-law?
What do you mean?
Because you said I don't deal with them like that.
Right. So I subscribe to the Good Book, right? So the Good Book teaches
Dana.
The Good Book teaches that it's not about black and white. It's not about a skin tone. It's about the principalities and the powers that be, right?
Morals.
So exactly, it's the morals. So when I say I don't deal with white people, that don't say I do business with a man who brings all the clients here, right? Because I'm grown, I can do business commerce with you, but I don't have to participate in your holidays and your belief system because that's what's going to destroy me. Because that's going to devalue me, right? So when I say I don't deal with them culturally. I don't have nothing to do with what they like or none of that shit. That's their business. I could do business with anybody. That's
what
just
do they
about
like? Hot
respecting.
dogs and hamburgers?
I don't fuck
Sloppy
with them.
Joes,
I don't know.
Sloppy
I
Joes,
like
and
Sloppy
confetti
Joes.
cake. We had that at all the white parties when I was growing up, and I was angry because I
Never been a fan of
hate
confetti
Sloppy
cake.
Joes.
And to Dana, to finish on that, I think the difference is too is a lot of times I think when we say I don't,
Joking.
especially on here when I say stuff about other cultures, we take it as such a negative thing because of what we've been subjected to. But if I say I hate a group of people, it's based on what they've done to my people, not the color of your skin or some stupid shit about anything like that. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
what actually has happened.
Right.
All right, well, you know what, Dana, I like Dana a little bit.
Oh,
right
shit,
here.
time to play our game, Dana.
Dana,
'cause
Dana,
it's a level of
Dana,
intelligence
Ilya,
we're dealing with here.
We turn
So
it up,
I want to
Dana.
turn this narrative into a real situation because, you know, this is the first time Black America has had the opportunity to kind of change the narrative for us, educating their own kids, being able to kind of navigate their way. We can educate our own kids. We can feed ourselves. We can have our own e-commerce. We can do all that. But then when COVID came, where was the Black unity? Where was all this that we want to represent internally, externally? But then we in a crisis as a country, and as a group, there's no national leadership. There's no round tables of Black scientists, Black doctors, you know what I'm saying, or legal folk that, you know, or even just from a spiritual standpoint, like the churches, whatever denomination it is, that's relative to Blacks, there was none.
Right. There, you know,
So this was to Dana.
it starts with us working together and working on things and taking a step back and listening and just trying to work together. Like when
Okay,
I
but
met
hold
you
up,
earlier,
but look, you go. Step back. I mean, we could go back to the late '60s and early '70s. The Black Panther movement had all these things in place in our communities.
Stay there,
It's
Dana.
what already existed.
Can I ask
Okay,
you?
I will. I have another point to make.
I have an answer for this question that the brother asked, right? Your question was, where is our leadership today, right?
Right.
So I don't know how you guys feel about the good book, okay? But just a little breakdown. The Bible's a book about Black people, written for Black people, about Black people. Okay, we can prove this later. But if you ever read 1 Samuel's, it explains that as a culture, as Black and Hispanic people, we're not supposed to have a king over us. We're supposed to govern ourselves. This is why anytime we appoint somebody over, it never works out. This is written in Scripture. You can find this in 1 Samuel's 8. Just read 8 through, I think, 6. It clearly explains, as a people, we're supposed to govern ourselves.
So why is it that every time? So in theory, I guess that can hold some truth because every person that spoke up on behalf of us had to die.
Right. And think about how they die.
They got
Right?
killed. They got murdered.
They die in the most graphic way,
Right.
on film, nigga, most of the time, right?
Right.
And I honestly believe the Most High is allowing this to happen to show us this, that no man is going to save you. No one's going to buy you out of the condition you in. As a man, you have to do that yourself.
That's an interesting.
You have to
concept.
govern yourself and change your people. No man is going to come and do it for you. That's what I honestly believe is the current
we
situation.
should be doing that because a lot of times we never could have called the police.
Dana, what's the other question?
I didn't have a question. What I had a statement to what Ilya was saying was that there is no going to be some collective unity. The people that want to get down like you get down on that same page, you get with those people. And you make a difference amongst the people that you're with. Because that's not going to happen. And I'm in the political space, and all of the Black leaders, the Black caucus, we've talked with Karen Bass, we've talked with all of the political people here in California. We've had meetings with them, and they will not say Black. They will not say Black American. They will not say African American. Their code word is people of color, and that's inclusive of everybody. And I know Nick just brought up Hispanics and Latinos, but when you get in the political space, those Latino, Hispanics, Asians, they fight for themselves and their group of people that look like them, whether that's Korean, Japanese, Chinese. They're only talking about those people. They never say people of color.
Yeah.
Well,
And they have economic power in this state and in this country.
Right,
and
Dana.
they're keeping it like that.
So Dana, the reason I always emphasize to say Black and Hispanics when I talk about that is for that very reason. Because how do you destroy people? Divide and conquer. This is the oldest technique in the book, right? So when you look at what Spanish people, this is the proof that we're the same people. When you look at the history of Spanish people, and I say Spanish, I'm talking about Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, right? Each group of those people have been stripped of their culture, their religion, and their language, and their names. The same way we have.
So it's really, I'm glad you said that because we always put a big emphasis on what we've been through slavery, but
Same
every
thing.
culture has been through some form of that.
No, not every culture. That's not true. But look at history, not to compare to how we did it.
Okay.
Look at history, right?
But is it a comparison necessary though?
It is.
It's still really tragic.
No, that's not true because you can't compare 400 million to 4,000. That's nothing. 4,000 is nothing compared to 400 million people dying, right? You got to think about what happened to our Spanish brothers and sisters, our Mexican brothers and sisters. They were the first ones to get taken into slavery. Columbus came and got their ass first. That's why Mexicans speak Spanish. That's not Spain is in Europe.
Spain
That's
is
not their language. They're speaking just like we speak English. They got stripped of their culture,
Well, they're
their language,
mixed with Native
their heritage.
American,
Look up the Trail of
Spaniards.
Tears. This nigga Andrew Jackson hung these Mexican women upside down and cut their stomachs open, let the babies fall out. They put this nigga's
We
face
did
on.
that. They did the slaves like that the same way when they hung
But
them.
that's my point, Dana, is they suffered the same curses we are under. The same shit that happened to us, the same shit that happened to them. And how do you keep and now just imagine if we had that understanding and we connected with these people who already have establishment in this political space. How much bigger now is our political power?
But they don't want to be with us.
No, it's not. But Dana, what I'm explaining is not them. They have been told, they have been made proud to speak Spanish. How many Mexican people you meet that's proud that they speak Spanish?
All of them.
They've been brainwashed to think that that's their
And
culture.
they do embrace you once you learn that language, no matter what culture you come from.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They've been brainwashed just like we've been brainwashed to think the same thing. So I just have faith that one day it's going to change, Dana. That's my position.
Well, I just
Well.
want everybody to understand that, like, well, not everybody, but
Thank
we
you,
already
Dana.
know
That was good. Thank
the
you.
world is colorful, you know. So
Facts.
I mean, it's colorful. So whoever thinks that, you know, like whites that think that they could just take in control of, they've been doing it for years. But it comes to a point where you just have to realize that the world is colorful. It's not about you, and people are sick and tired. If you go to, you know, India, if you go to Asia, if you go to all the places, you're more respected if you're a lighter skinned. The darker ones in the family were, you know, kind of treated a certain way. It's like that everywhere.
But it's,
and it's unfortunate.
traditionally, I mean, every culture deals with that. I mean, you got Hispanic
Right,
culture.
but they don't
that-
talk about it with other cultures. We only talk about it, you know, the light skin, dark skin thing. But it's like that with all the cultures.
hair texture, all that. You know,
Yep,
you deal with
everything.
that. You know, you don't. If you look at the Asian community, Koreans don't hang out with Chinese. You know, they are
Right, they do their own thing.
right.
And if you call one of them something that they're not, they will correct you.
Yeah, because if you call somebody a Hispanic person, you say they from Mexico and they from
Guatemala or
Guatemala,
somewhere.
they gonna have a problem with you.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be.
Or if you call a
Mexican.
Korean person Chinese, they'll correct you.
Right.
Caller.
What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, I'm going for a record.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a record, Vern. Go ahead,
Yeah,
shoot
yeah,
it.
it's your record.
Okay, here it is. Here's the brass tacks.
Shoot yourself in the foot. Go ahead.
Everything what y'all just talking about. Peace don't make money. Point break. Period.
Interesting point.
War and disease and famine make money.
Mm.
So
COVID.
Exactly that make trillions of dollars. But we're not even talking about COVID. I'm talking about in general worldwide, and you talking about peace. Peace is nice. Peace is something that people strive for, but it's not something that makes sense to people that want money.
Well,
You're always going to find somebody who's going to start some shit to keep shit going so they can make money.
well, Vernon, why assume that Europeans want peace?
I ain't assuming that Europeans want anything. All they want to do is make money. They don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody else but themselves
That's true.
and money.
I don't think it's about
They
money,
will
though.
kill and fuck over their own family for money.
I don't think it's about money, Vernon.
Okay?
When it's about like I don't know if you guys ever you live in Minnesota. Thank Vernon. We're gonna take a break after this. You from Minnesota?
Power and control.
No, but if you guys ever been in someone's house that has an animal head on the wall or a stuffed bear or some shit, like when you see that shit up close, right, and you sitting there looking at this, you got to take into account the kind of you ever stepped on an animal and felt bad or seen the dead on the side of the road,
Yeah.
and you just like, damn, that's fucked up, happened to that squirrel.
Yeah.
Some kind of compassion.
Yeah.
Now just imagine the kind of detachment you have to have
Yeah.
to not kill the animal for food. This is for who killed for sport.
For
Who-
sport.
What group of people
sport.
murders for sport? Think about who we're talking
Killing all
about, and
those
then hang this
tigers
shit
in
on their
Africa.
wall.
Trophies.
I'm not negotiating with nobody like that. That's like trying to have a pet shark. It just don't make no sense. Like at some point, it's gonna fuck me up. 'Cause
Right.
This is just what it does. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I don't believe in bringing all that shit together and being a big kumbaya. You understand? I just don't think that's what the world is supposed to be.
Well, that is heavy.
Let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
Come back and do general reveal.
Yes.
And the people want to hear some more about the knowledge you got to share with
Yes.
about building a business.
Yes.
The
When we come
knowledge.
back
The knowledge.
from this great break, we're gonna have some tacos because it's Taco Bounty Tuesday.
Shout out
we're
to
gonna hear some
Minnesota.
more from Ilya, get some good business advice. Hear from Tracy. She has a comedy show coming up, and then we're gonna find out what I'm having.
What kind of baby
A
you got?
girl.
So make sure y'all stay tuned. It's something in there, so make sure y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be so fun. And remember, gonna be giving away something. So we got a raffle going. I'm gonna announce that at the end of the show as well. So thank you everybody. Thank you everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm in the big chair today. Big
Yes.
girl panties on today. We'll be back.
That's that Baby Mama Award.
The
be back.
People's
Yes.
Baby Mama.
How long is your show?
We'll be right back.
New joints, coast to coast mixtape DJ.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Deja Monique, aka the People's Baby Mama, and it is Taco Bounty Tuesday. We just got done eating us some good tacos.
They was some bomb tacos. Thank you, Miss.
Yes, I'm glad y'all
Deja.
like them. Yeah, it's Taco Bounty Tuesday, and we are here with the incredible, hilarious Miss Tracy Buckner
What's up, y'all?
and the wonderful, sophisticated, intelligent Mr. Ilya Daly.
Yes, sir.
You ain't gonna say hi. You just gonna be like,
Oh, I'm just. I didn't know.
Like,
If you,
that's
I didn't know
you?
you had
Is
more
that
to
your
say.
name?
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Ain't that your name?
Sounding like a dessert right there. You know, like, but no, thank you for having me. It's been a great show.
yes, thank you for being here. Thank y'all for being here. I'm just happy to be here in a big chair, fucking with all Speedy shit. I'm about to eat one of his mints.
He do have a lot of stuff.
He got a
over
lot of
there.
stuff. So in a little while, we are gonna reveal what the baby is gonna be. That's what that is right there. But first, I want to jump back in and talk to Mr. Daly. Mr. Daly, please.
No, I'm turning it down.
You know what?
I'm turning it down. It's all good.
You
You
me
get
and
too excited,
Me and
Dijon.
you and that phone thing. So I want to ask you, what is like the number one mistake you see small businesses make?
Poor planning.
Poor planning.
Just poor planning. What is it? The cart before the horse and all that type of stuff. So just really not having all the other pieces. I mean, a lot of times people have a great idea and you can sit across the table from someone with a great idea. But if you haven't put it out in regards to understanding the timeline, the budget, your unique selling proposition, your capacity to grow. And I ask people, they say, well, what do you mean was my capacity to grow? So it's like, just say like this show right now is probably streaming 4,000 people. And if you had a business right now, if I brought you 4,000 people, could you be able to give them the same service if there was 500 people? So understanding that, you know, and doing the math backwards, you know, like, okay, acquisition costs, meaning people don't have a marketing budget because they don't have a budget, but just say, for instance, I make an example. I like to make examples because examples is always tells the story. So if I was to walk into a restaurant, I say, hey, you know, I want to promote your restaurant. And he goes, well, you know, I don't really promote. I don't have a marketing budget. I say, okay, well, what do you sell here? You sell tacos. Let's just say it's Taco Tuesday. For each person comes in, they spend $10. I'm a family of 4. I spend $40, right? So can you give me 2 customers? So that's $80. So if you gave me $80, 2 customers, do you think I could bring you at least 2 more customers back? That's going to tell 2 more customers. That's going to tell 2 more customers. So that's little things you could do. Acquisition costs. If I was to sell candles, right? For every 5 candles I sell at $20, do I put $20 away? So then now after 5 candles, now I got $100. Now I can go and invest into some. You see what I'm saying? So it's acquisition costs can create a budget for your marketing to be able to build more acquisition.
Yes.
So, but the biggest mistake, to get back to your question, is that it's just poor planning. And all ideas are great ideas, but what I've learned throughout the years is that if you don't have it on paper, you don't have it planned out, and you don't have to have all the pieces, but at least have some sort of understanding what you're doing. If it's brick and mortar, of course, people getting away from that. So now, it's more online businesses. So do you have a logo? Do you have a slogan? Do you have SEO? Do you have social media? Do you understand how all social media works? They all work differently.
That's true.
So it's a lot of stuff that people just dive into an idea, but they don't have the whole enchilada, as you say.
Yes, they are missing all the pieces. So I know we are in a pandemic, as y'all know. How has the pandemic changed the way people do business?
Well, I mean, you could just see it just from the black culture. Is like Instagram is like popping, all the pop-ups, and everybody's in their backyard creating some sort of
selling plates and everything.
Yeah, from food to fitness to,
comedy.
That's a comedy.
Comedy.
Juicy Lucy's.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
If anything, I would say it got people to be a little bit more innovative and more entrepreneurial. I know that's a universal word now people use, but it really saying that, hey, you want to kind of dictate your own income. You want to kind of dictate. You don't want to have any managers or anybody kind of telling you what to do when you got to be there and all that. So I think it creates a different animal in the marketplace because now you're dealing with somebody who's doing the due diligence of understanding how to run their own business.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Everything has pretty much gone to deliveries and online, and there's really no like in-person stuff anymore. So if you don't have that presence, then you're just missing out on a whole whole piece of the market. The digital concepts of what we deal with now is that you used to old antics in marketing was to come up with a grand idea, right, Nick? And, it's like a Super Bowl commercial, and then everybody runs out and go buys what you got to buy. Right. Well, now it's different. It's like Nick can go online and be looking at a pair of Ray-Ban glasses, and all I need to do is know what Nick's consumer behavior is to be able to duplicate Nick 500 more times, to be able to sell 500 more glasses. Right. So it's just a whole different animal. So now you have to really understand, like when Nick went and bought those glasses, what was the click stream? So if you're basically an online business right now, I would ask you, what's your click stream? If you say you don't know, then we got a major problem, because the click stream is people only buy things if it's 3 to 5 clicks. So if I click onto your website, that's 1 click. Right, and normally I'm gonna go to your homepage, right, and then I'm gonna go where you located, right, because I want to secure you, and then I may go to so right now I'm at 4 clicks and I haven't really purchased anything. Right, I'm doing research. So now if there's something I already know that I want that's on your site, then I go to that particular item, right, then I put it into a box. It's 2 clicks, and then now I'm going to purchase at 3 clicks. Now, if I got to stroll through your site and go somewhere else, what happens is I'm out your site, and I'm going to somewhere else to where it's going to be more easily sufficient for me to make this purchase. Yeah. So it's understanding your click streams in the digital world, and then understanding the consumer behavior of it all as well. Yeah. Well, earlier we had Dana Dane call in. Shout out Dana Dane. And she said, she mentioned something about starting a business or drop shipping. So what do you think is the easiest business to start? There is no easy business to start.
I was like pimping probably, you know what I mean?
That's not even easy.
Yeah, you still got to deal with them hoes. You know what I'm saying?
You got to feed them. You got to brush. You got to take them to the dentist.
Shout out to Eric Benet.
And his flip-flops.
Right, and them Jesus sandals.
I think the easiest, to take it in a different perspective, is the easiest business to do is something that you're passionate about, that doesn't, you're not doing it to make money. Yes. If you're doing it to make money, it's going to stress you out. You're going to, it's always going to be more to it, because it's not about what the product or the service is about. Me, I do my business not about money. It's because I really want to help businesses out there. I've worked along a lot of things that wasn't here before. Right? So like Kendall Jackson Chardonnay working at Southern Wine and Spirits, working for T-Mobile when T-Mobile wasn't T-Mobile. T-Mobile was called VoiceStream when it came to California. You know what I'm saying? Captain Morgan Spice Rum. And I could just go a list of just stuff that I've worked with that nobody knew that they were what they were prior to that.
Yeah.
I even give you one, just one good one is now everybody go to the grocery store and you got the little box and you put 6 bottles of wine and you get 20% discount.
Yes.
Ralph's. Shout out to Ralph's.
So I go back to the Lucky's era. Anybody remember Lucky's and Boys Market and all those? That era? Well, I worked for Southern Wine and Spirits. I came up with the innovative idea to send in that because 20% of most people that walk into a grocery store buy liquor. And if I'm a liquor salesman, how I'm going to be able to create revenue for myself. So just taking innovation, ideas, saying, well, because I had the South Bay, so I didn't see the white folks buying 5-6 bottles of wine. You know what I'm saying? So that's incentive driving.
Yeah.
So those are things that I've done in the past for marketing, just on my own behalf, that everything's always possible. It's all about how you go about it.
Oh, so Ilya, tell people how they can find you, how they can reach out to you. If they need help with their business, what should they do?
You know, it's Ilya, ILLYA.com. So if you go to my website, you can see who I am, what I'm about, very transparent. My name is really unique, Ilya, ILLYA.daily on Instagram. Ask Ilya Instagram. So I'm reachable for all social mediums. And the best way, just reach out, 424-789-0579. Shoot me a text, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I don't do voice messages, or just email me, Ilya, ILLYA @askilya.com, and set up an appointment. I do consultation fees for about $125 to kind of help you start your business. I walk with you for the first 90 days, and then if we can build your brand, then we can offer other amenities as Dejan does with me, which is social media content as well as social media management. And then we got a story to tell. Me and her worked together, I think, 3 months, and the client that we were working with on the analytics on their website was roughly about 680,000 people were going to her website, right? But where were they going to her website, right? So once we kind of found that out, we mirrored her social media to her website. In about 3 weeks, she had 1.4 million views going to her website. So just really kind of having all the pieces and then working with a great staff and great people like Dejan to be able to make sure we can make those things happen. And then this is somebody that can put grants and stuff together at $2 and $3 million. Right. So it was very imperative that we see if we can help them grow their business rapidly. So, and we did that.
Shout out. And I'm really happy to be a part of the Ask Ilya team. So I started off with Ilya as what, a consultant? No, what would I have been called? I came to Ilya for help.
You came to me as I have a business idea, which was the gourmet.
I had a business idea. I wanted to do the edibles. I wanted to do the sunglasses. I wanted to do all of this and all of that. And Ilya was like, girl, no, you got to focus. Get focused, do this, do that. He lined it up for me, lined it up step by step, everything that I needed to do.
But you listened and got it.
And it took me longer than I thought that it was going to take, because my expectations, just like he says, your expectations aren't there. If you got to have a plan. I didn't have a plan. So it took me longer than I thought that it was going to take. But when I followed Ilya's plan, I was able to execute it perfectly, and it works out. I'm still working on all my businesses to this day. I use that same plan in pretty much everything now, thanks to Ilya. And now I'm able to come back full circle and now work with him on some other clients and do the social media, because now I understand the other side of it and what it takes. So this man is real. This man is the truth. If you need help with your business, your small business, if you're starting a business, if you already have a business and you want it to grow, that's the man who you need to talk to right there. He's the man with the master plan.
And I've worked KJLH, KBC Radio. So, I mean, just give you stuff. Heidi and Frank, LA Talk Live, Morris Media Studios. It just goes on and on. So if you're a podcast, you need to learn how to monetize yourself. If you are a small business, you're trying to develop yourself. I work with all the mediums. I kind of understand them, and I work with your timeline and your budget.
So no amount is too small, no amount is too big. We can work with you and get you anywhere, Ilya will work with you and get in there. I just play my position, and that's it. But thank you so much, Ilya, for coming in. I know you got some place that you have to be.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Actually, it's another person who wants to start a podcast tonight, and I got a dinner date, so I'm gonna go figure.
So you single?
Yeah.
Are you gonna share your fries, Ilya?
I'm not gonna order fries.
No.
Man.
Okay, Ilya, real quick, tell us what kind of woman are you looking for? Because we like to hook people up on our show.
Woman wise, I've been kind of jaded on the woman piece just because it ain't all what it is. So, I just think, woman of God, woman that's believe in the word and, has a high level of transparency and integrity.
Okay.
And communication.
Well, transparency comes with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think people forget to add communication. That's important in relationships.
He didn't want her to
She
communicate.
went Dr. Phil on me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
The men don't need that, though.
yeah, we just need
He didn't say that. He
He needs a beer and he needs his own man cave.
Mm-hmm. And Ilya will take you on a great day. He'll buy you your own fries.
And he'll
You
let
don't
you
have to
pee
worry
on a
about it.
stick.
Exactly. He'll be
Listen,
there to
women.
hold your hand through
Women.
whatever you're going through.
Keep
Trust
this in
me.
mind, women. He did not say communications, all right?
He don't want you talking at all.
Don't believe that. That's
No,
going to help you.
No.
That ain't what the
Unless
brother
it's
said.
communicating about what kind of food you want.
And don't eat his
A
fries.
business-minded individual that have a little world travel in her step. She want to see more of this little world that we live in. So
The
So an
world is
18-year-old, she has
Nigga,
that.
that's
Can
hilarious.
she come?
18.
No. 27?
Nah, I'm gonna stick to anybody under 100, but I can't do teen. Anything teen. I got a 10-year-old, so I can't do teen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my daughter be like, "Can I go out with her?"
Can we go to the mall, Daddy?
Facts.
Daddy, everybody was hitting on.
I know.
Oh, us.
Yeah, classic.
Well, thank you, Ilya. I love you so much, and I appreciate you and your time.
Nah, so it's a boy. I'm for sure of that, and congratulations.
That's what I believe.
I
too.
will mark him down as boy. We will see.
All right, and I got an exit stage left. Thank you,
No
Media
problem.
World, and if you guys need me, Ilya at Ask Ilya, always here to help you guys.
Yes.
All right.
Come back if you want to see me again.
Oh, I'll come
I'll
back.
come back on the show. I'll
Next
see you
Tuesday.
anyway.
All
Don't
right.
matter.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Hey, chat room said great guest, man. So they loved you in here, man. So appreciate you. Anytime you want to come back, family, doors open.
All right. Thank you.
He
guys.
brought in the
All right.
knowledge.
I don't want to cut off camera. No, you good.
You good?
I got you. Professional. I already
Let's
cut you
watch
out.
He like,
oh,
am I-
there you go.
am I good?
Transition.
Bye,
Bye, Ilya.
He like, am I
All
good?
right.
Am I off? Am I clear?
Can they see me walk out the door?
That is what's up.
Yeah,
That's
that was
good
some big
business
game.
information. I highly suggest everybody out there, if you need help with that, with your business, or you need business advice, or you need one of those 90-day plans,
Right.
go ahead and check out Ilya. He's the man. He's the man with the master plan. But on another note, Miss Tracy, you have something that you're working on too.
Yes, everybody. Hi. So this is a Black-owned business. Support the sisters. Come on, y'all. I started, because a lot of my friends, all y'all know I did stand-up. I am a sketch comedian, as y'all know. I'm always a character. But I wanted to do something for us. Comics weren't able to perform live. I have a backyard. If you guys can appreciate a forest, you will appreciate my backyard. Am I right?
It's a beautiful, humongous backyard. I ain't never seen nobody with a backyard like this in LA. So
It's not your LA like, oh, I'm in the Hollywood chic W backyard. It's not like that. It is a forest. So if you appreciate camping, hiking, this is your place. I am holding events there. If anybody wants to hold an event, baby shower, parties, whatever, get down, get it. We can do that. I mean, somebody gonna have their baby shower there.
somebody having a baby
Somebody.
shower there.
Right. And, there's also swimming. We can get down. Just know I ain't got no insurance.
She has
Anyways.
a big ass beautiful pool. This pool area is like an oasis, and then you have to go across to the whole other side to get to the bigger backyard. I'm like, bitch, I didn't even know they had this kind of shit in LA.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm always down for, good and great people that need space to, because in California we all live on top of each other. I mean, I mean, unless you live in one of those big houses that you just don't want people over there. I don't mind you coming over as long as you don't tear shit up and you're nice. So yes, if you want to come over, great. But also, the main point of this, besides me, if you want to hold events, is I have a backyard comedy barbecue. Last month we started our first show. Before COVID kind of really opened up. We were in the Long Beach Press. We had a really amazing turnout.
Yes, you did.
Everybody was socially distanced, masked, unless they were eating my Juicy Lucy's. Hey, I'll tell you what that is later. So we had our stage. It was great. We had Jermaine Fowler from Coming to America 2. He performed back there. He wasn't afraid to come to Compton, y'all, because that's where the show's going to be at.
Yes.
So yeah, if you guys are down, please check us out, Eventbrite. Eventually I'm going to start doing some streaming. Hopefully maybe this Friday, is when the show is on the 30th. Show starts at 8, doors open at 7. Yes, please come out. And then, like I said, we're going to start doing some live stream. I just listened to Ilya. I'm not joking. I really listened.
Yeah.
And so,
man.
Yeah. So we're going to do that backyard. We're going to have food, drink. Honey, honey, I'm making blueberry lemon drops, honey.
Ooh.
Have you ever had a blueberry lemon drop? Look, I'm always doing something different, okay? I might even have bacon wrap hot dogs. Do you think people want that?
Hell
You
yeah,
want
this
that?
LA.
You want that bacon wrap? That bacon wrap? I don't like hot dogs either, but I'm sure people like bacon wrap hot dogs. And then we're gonna have Juicy Lucy's. And we have other things too, but Juicy Lucy's are cheeseburger stuffed burgers. It started in Minnesota. So like when you bite it, the cheese just oozes all over. I like that cheese. Sorry, I'm a foodie. And I mean, we'll have great sides, and then we'll have just a lot of fun, and we'll have a bonfire. You guys can have s'mores. So please come out. It's a different kind of backyard barbecue because we're gonna have s'mores. Hello. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be lit. It was lit last month. We want to continue having it. Support me. Support all of us. Support the comics. Let's put money in their pockets because I don't want them selling their ass around the corner on Long Beach Boulevard.
Hello.
We gotta keep it real, y'all. We gotta keep the money flowing in people's pockets.
She has real comedians coming out there.
Yes.
So if y'all didn't catch what she said, the son that played Eddie Murphy's son in Coming to America 2, she had him as the comic last time. She has a whole list of great comics that she has to come out and perform. She's been in the newspaper because of her comedy show. This comedy show is off the hook. You guys have to go out there, and it's a backyard feel, so you don't have to feel like you got to be all super dressed up. Just come looking nice, come ready to have some fun, have laughs.
Shoes that you don't mind getting dirty because you, like I said, it's a forest.
Dusty.
It's
It's just a little dusty in the
It's a dusty. I mean, it's a forest. I mean, you'll see. There's going to be surrounded by trees. You're going to feel like you're camping. Yeah. It's dope. So so just make sure that you
underneath
get
the stars.
Yeah, you're going to be under. There's stars.
Secluded. She has plenty of part. Like
it's something like you wouldn't even know.
I don't even know how she. I was blown away when I seen the damn property.
So I would love for you guys to come out. Like I said, it's on Eventbrite. You can follow me. I'm at Tracy Buckner. I do have Tracy Buckner comedy, but I need to be more on that. But Tracy Buckner, Tracey. I'm an EY Tracy. Get it together.
That real hood Tracy.
Right, that's right, from Minnesota. And then last name spelled Buckner. Go ahead and follow. You'll see it. And we have guests we have special guest comedians going to come out. We also have comedians from Jimmy Fallon, HBO,
See, I told y'all.
HBO Max, All Def Digital, Comedy Central, and more.
The lineup is great. It's always incredible. Y'all don't want to miss this show. It is April 30th. So that's this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
This Friday coming up, if you're in the LA area, please come down and see her. Check her out on Eventbrite, her comedy show. And she's doing this every month, right?
Yeah, and we make it affordable so people can have a good time, come out, because I've heard some of these comedy shows are like $60-something, $70.
Shit,
they high.
I've been pregnant. I don't know how it works no more.
Yeah, well, girl, I know you've been pregnant, but you won't be pregnant for long.
She gonna snap back. And I'm gonna be at that comedy show on Friday because fuck that. I'm tired of sitting in the house.
Yeah, no, and yeah, definitely have your masks. If you guys can sit near each other, you come together, but you don't sit away from me. The chairs can move. Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to Claudine, Black owned business. She is the best fitness trainer. Follow her, Fit with 3. She's on my thing. She ain't on your thing. She's on my thing. Hey, Claudine, I love you.
Out,
she's from Minnesota, yo. We be representing, girl. I was having a whole discussion about where we from, girl, so they can understand. She from the South Side, Minneapolis, yo.
Minneapolis ain't that tough. Ain't that tough. But we'll let her have that.
She said the South Side.
Right, yeah.
There is South Side Minnesota. Come on.
If a new comedian wants to come and be a part of your show, do you do that?
Okay, so since we're still new, we do want to start doing like, Chocolate Sundays has the new and up and coming comedians. We just want to build up, all our folks and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. And we have guest spots open. So if it's full or not, whatever the case is, we want to be able to give opportunities to everyone because I'm a person that believes in opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I believe in helping each other out. I've been burned from helping people out. People have hated me because I had to check your ass because you was out of pocket because I'm a Leo, y'all. That's just what we like, rawr, when you get too far. Babies. But, it's just, we basically want to make sure that we work together as a community. And I'm not even just talking about Black folks. I'm talking about people in general. We as people have forgotten to look out for each other. Yes. Just in general.
Love thy neighbor like the
foundation. Yes, love thy. I'm going to tell you something. I know my neighbors.
Hilarious.
I know my neighbors. You know why I want to know my neighbors? Because I'm from Minnesota. And Jeffrey Dahmer was from Wisconsin. He killed people from Minnesota because those neighbors said, I smelled something bad, but they didn't know what he was, Oh,
Lord.
They didn't do enough. You need to know your neighbors.
Yes.
You know who Jeffrey Dahmer is?
The murderer.
That ate people.
The serial murderer.
And he was killing people in his 1-bedroom apartment. Y'all better get on out of here.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So if you're a new comedian out there, you want to try to get into comedy show. Try to get into Tracy's show. Make sure you reach out to her. Let her know that you're interested, and maybe she'll get you one. Maybe not for this month. Maybe for next month. Maybe for the month after that.
Yeah, I gotta check the guest spot.
Yeah, she got to check her guest list because she booked and busy and stuff. But please make sure you guys go to her Eventbrite. Check out her show. She's lit. She's popping. Her comedy shows are hilarious, and she has some. Listen, she got some people coming through to that little backyard.
I flashed all of them to get them there.
You see? I don't care how we get them there. As long as they there, this comedy show is lit.
Right.
Trust me. So, all right. So now, is it that time, Nick? Is it that time, Nick?
Wait, is this going to pop like in the movies?
I'm not sure, actually.
I was all excited. I'm like, I wanted to let the movie.
I'm actually not sure. It just says hold firm and twist the bottom.
This is her first time, damn it.
Oh, this is
I'm just kidding.
So,
let me turn this camera
and
too.
it says Canon on here. So
yeah, put the cameras on.
Let's get some more cameras going.
Let's get the cameras going. The cameras.
Hang on.
I'm placing one hand below the twist. No, somebody has to shoot it. Who wants to shoot it on me?
That's how you got pregnant.
I know, right?
Who wants to shoot it on me?
Haley, bust on. I'm gonna film it.
Okay.
Everybody shout out to her shirt that says blah, blah, blah on it.
It said hold from the bottom and twist firmly.
Wait, you supposed to do it.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, you supposed to do it. Do it.
Am I
it's
supposed
your
to do
baby.
it?
Do it this way.
Yeah, it's your baby.
Did you?
Towards myself?
No, toward this way.
Towards the camera. Do it this way.
Okay.
Okay, we about to do a baby reveal, and I'm going to get hit with whatever colors.
So it is the moment that... It's the moment that we've all been waiting for. I'm about to do the baby reveal. We're going to find out what the baby is. Everybody's in the chat has been waiting for this. And also, I'm going to put the link to my baby shower website on there. So if you guys go on to the baby shower website and you get something from my registry, you can have a chance to win a gift card. So there you go. So anybody who support me, I will support you back. So
yeah, please give her some gifts. That baby needs gifts, y'all.
What is it gonna be? Jesus. You guys ready?
We ready.
Wait. We gotta sing something first.
Girl.
Ain't no baby
Okay, go ahead.
One,
no baby dad. No.
two. 1, 2, 3.
Pop it! Wow, it's a boy! I was right the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. I said
shit. That Y'all was right.
What was his name? Or what's his
The
name?
baby's name is the baby's name is Micah Cadence Jones, MCJ. So
Oh, that's tight, MCJ. That's tight.
yeah,
Micah.
Micah, that's a beautiful
Micah
name.
Cadence Jones, and it means like God's timing. So it's God's timing, this baby, because the show wasn't mine. God damn it.
Micah's a good name. I have a couple cousins named Micah.
We did it.
That's a great name.
I hosted the show.
Yay! She
And
sat in Speedy's chair and
I
ate his
sat in
snacks.
Speedy's chair. I ate his mints. I touched his doll things.
Did you
I pressed his buttons that he has.
you looked at his picture?
I looked at his picture of all. I don't know who these people are, Speedy. These must be your kids.
I don't know. Ask
your,
the son.
Your
Are these-
50-11 kids. Them your siblings? He don't know. He ain't met them all.
Damn.
I started to wear your glasses. I don't know what this is for. I don't even
Don't
wanna
touch
ask.
it. I'm just kidding.
You know, every dude got to keep a towel near him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently so.
Got to keep a towel near you.
Nigga got shit, business cards, all kind of shit in here. So it was so much fun. Thank y'all for riding out with me today. I really appreciate it. It was Talk About It Tuesday.
Yes.
Yay!
Listen,
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to put
thank
the
you.
link to your baby shower into the chat, so y'all stick around for that.
Yes, please.
And
put
hit
the
that
link.
Cash App. You see the Cash App on the screen?
Yes,
Send
you
the baby
see
something.
it. Send the baby something.
Send something to the baby. It's a boy named Micah.
Send it.
You know what I mean?
The link to the baby shower is, I think it's Micah's baby shower.
Are you watching the chat right there
No.
on your phone?
No, I'm not watching it.
I'll pull it up on your phone. You can type it in for me.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
I'll put the chat in there. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. I don't know who else is going to be the guest for the rest of the week, but y'all better remember that I started it off.
Yes.
So if I'm the worst, it's okay. It's going to get better from here. If I'm the best, then I set the motherfucking bar. High in the motherfucker. Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, wait. I have a book suggestion for you guys, okay? So based on the topic today, we had a good conversation
Yes, we
today
did.
about business. So make sure you guys check out this book. It's called Think Rich to Get Rich, Secret of a Millionaire's Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth. Okay? That's the entire, I know it's a long title. This is a really good book, and it has some really good principles on how to go about saving your money. And like the gentleman spoke earlier about delegating it to marketing and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
a lot of us don't have
Marketing budget. We don't have any budget.
well, even a blueprint. Even if we had a marketing budget, a lot of us don't have a blueprint to how to even spend it or go about it. So
Right.
this book actually creates a really good blueprint for you guys to kind of you could just use that as your blueprint to save money and use it for your marketing budget too. So I'll put the book on the screen.
So you mean to tell me that we're not supposed to save our money in our underwear drawer?
No, so one thing I learned, because
Damn, I gotta move
being
mine
black, we
then.
don't know. We just put money in the shoebox, right? This actually broke down to me the percentages and how to save money, right? So 10% goes to saving, 10% is to, let's say, donations, right? Then you would
Right.
have 10% for something else. So 10% will go automatically to buying something for somebody else, right? Which feeds the natural human instinct to want to do something nice, right? So you get a little fix on that. Then you have to buy yourself something with some of the money you make.
oh,
right.
good.
Right? That helps prevent you from one day waking up and spending all your money on dumb shit. Right? So these are some principles that we don't grow up with a culture of money, right? And how to actually handle it and deal with it. So I found that this book was a really good blueprint for me to kind
I'm
of start
down. I'm gonna
delegating
try
that
to get
stuff.
that
So
book.
check it out, y'all.
I will.
It's a good book.
All right, everybody. See y'all next time.
Shout out to the Peoples Baby Momma. Shout out to Micah.
It's a baby in there.
It's a boy, y'all.
It's a bisnoy.
Should have named him Vern.
Oh, snap. You said Laverne.
No, not Laverne. Vern.
Oh.
What's the name of his cat?
Yeah, shout out to Vern. Hit that Cash App, y'all. Send the baby some stuff.